35-minute long conversation with every single character.
No.
Yeah, hard
Also,
pass.
we're
Especially with
recording.
that cliffhanger we ended on.
Yeah, I know.
Oh God, no!
God.
Seriously. Also, I just do not think I'm coming equipped for that kind of vocal strain.
Yeah.
Not today, anyway.
No emotional damage for the Kiara.
Well, Kiara can have emotional damage, just no long monologues.
No,
She can't discuss it with anybody. She just has to just grin and bear it.
That's right.
All right. Would someone like to give us the recap that got us to a big cliffhanger?
Yes. Okay,
Yay.
so we start off at the mouth of the cave, preparing ourselves, saying our goodbyes, while also promising to return. So, promising goodbyes in the worst case, all hoping that we'd make it in the best case scenario.
We
We
had
then
to promise to follow the first rule.
yes, just don't
No
die.
dying.
Don't die.
No dying. I was gonna say don't talk about Fight Club, but that was a different thing.
Yeah, that's a different rule.
Yeah. Which I'll have to talk about red flags later on with that. Anyway, so we descended into the valley, where we make it through the first wave of unkept and other shambling creatures pretty good. We then run into a booby trap. That's literally what I wrote down, which Beatrice, through her, fire magic, is able to use that booby trap to their advantage, effectively killing some of the unkept and getting them out of their way. We are met by a knight taken over by Sonitaire. Kiara kills it with her vehement blade, very, very dope. And then Abigail is able to two-shot, I think, a couple of the unkept pretty quickly. Pretty fucking badass too. Because it was like a nat 20 or something, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think you did roll a 20 on your
something crazy.
Your attack. Yeah, It was major effect.
It's dope as hell. We are then we are near into the temple, the entrance of the temple, in which we are greeted by the leftover priests of Esmeralda. We meet Horst in the temple of Wadilma.
Wadiluma.
Wadiluma, I got it. In the temple of Wadiluma, in which he tells us that in the last 3 days he's seen lights on the horizon and wonders what that has been. He's wondered what has awakened, his planet again. We inform him of our stuff and what's going on, talking about the fact that we are distant travelers who have awoken a different sun god, in a sense, and that also we, or at least one of us, can wield multiple gods' powers, that it is not all for one or, nothing, which is very surprising to him.
Small correction, it was Kiara with her lightsaber blade that destroyed several of the unkept.
Oh, okay. I thought it was just the knight.
She killed the knight, and then you turned around and you were inspired, and I gave you a twofer on the last attack. I remember that.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember that.
The shadow and the unkept. The last one.
Epic.
No. The lightsaber kind of just
it takes over everything,
that.
Yeah, it rocked a lot of people's worlds.
It really did. So he tells us, after taking a second to believe it, we do convince him, but it takes a second. Which he does provide us a place to rest inside, in which he tells us that the temple is a sacred path that has been perverted by Sonitaire, sorry. And Esmeralda offered, while he was dying, a spark of his power to keep this village that's here away from the corruption, which is how they've existed for so long. Suvi, the high priest, went to the temple to battle it, but they believe either was taken over or is dead. One of those two options, because she never returned. So, either taken over or dead. So we'll figure that out when we get there. But
he did tell you she went with her consort.
She went with her consort.
Her
sorry.
Companion. Yeah.
And her companion. Yeah. So they're either both dead or both taken over. Again, we'll figure that out when we get there. But in order to reach the top of the mountain, we must use the center staircase in the temple. So that could prove to be a bit of a struggle. So he suggested we take a rest here and go before sunset tomorrow, as probably whatever they've been trying to keep out will actually break through the walls by that point. So we're getting up bright and early, I suppose, for this, so we can have plenty of time. And we prepare for our journey. We have our little combos. Horatia mentions to us that in her last vision, she believes the future is divided. She says that the prospectors will burst forth, change things, and so will the flora and fauna. But she's not exactly sure how this may come about. She's a little bit confused on her visions. As we start wrapping up for the evening, Kaiser decides to have a little one-on-one chat with Horatia.
That's in the morning.
Yeah, it's like first thing in the morning.
I thought
Yeah.
it was
First thing in the
evening.
morning.
My
Yeah,
bad.
no.
I also
In
thought
the
it was
morning.
the evening.
You know,
Yes.
Okay.
He had that conversation with Nero on the balcony.
Nero wasn't there.
night.
Nero's not there.
Or no, who did he have a
just
conversation with
spoke
on the
to the
balcony?
wind. You spoke to the wind.
Yeah, he talked to himself.
Mm,
It was like an epic
okay.
monologue.
Why do
you know?
I keep thinking Nero's here?
I don't
I
know.
don't know. You really wanted to be here. It's clear that it would be. I may have made a miscalculation not bringing her.
But in the morning, early in the morning, Kaiser talks to Horatia, kind of asking questions about her faith and these visions that she sees, and then also about the song she was singing too earlier. And then he's like, "Hey, Horatia, I'd love it if you confessed," and pulls out a dope ass ability. Anyway, she binds her to confess, which all this black smoke comes out. She starts crying black tears. Just, oh boy, howdy. And she tells him to get Abigail and kill her with the sword of Desimata before we move forward. And that is where we ended the session, was with that very dope-ass reveal. So, here's where we are.
It's tough being a flamen, is all I'm going to say. It's
tough being a
It's
flamen.
hard out here for a flamen.
Yeah. You watch in front of you, Kaiser, as these wisps of smoke turn almost to like snake-like tendrils, semi-solid, flowing out of her mouth and around her head. And you can see some of them streaking towards the temple. Other ones are like dispersing themselves. And as they contact the darkness that is all around this place, that it has been blanketed in, you can see it all begins to stir. It only takes a matter of like 30 seconds before you realize how far this process is going, and you can hear her saying, "Get Abigail and have her kill me with the light of Desimata, or it will be much, much worse when you get
Sorry, she did say
inside."
much worse.
So I imagine she has relinquished her staff.
It has fallen to the ground in front of her.
Okay. Kaiser's going to gather her staff and attempt to kind of sweep her to the floor with it.
No check. You knock her off her feet, and she falls to the ground, like beginning to writhe as she loses control, and this black continues to flow out of her body. She doesn't appear to be participating in the process.
Right, yeah. Kaiser is going to, because his thought process behind this is that if this can somehow control her movement, her actions, what have you, he's at least bought a little bit of time. He's going to dart out of the room and get within what he would consider yelling distance, perhaps. It is fairly early in the morning.
It's only a couple of rooms they gave you to rest up in this village, so you would be within 50 feet of wherever Abigail was resting. Abigail is an early riser, though. So what did Abigail? How did Abigail begin in the morning?
Stretches.
Probably stretches.
I got to stretch.
And I think probably she's probably just taking in the morning. Like, I think she's just. Was Kaiser on the balcony with Horatia?
Oh, we were in Horatia's quarters.
Okay, then I think she'd be on the balcony, probably. Just taking in the morning. looking at that temple with a big ominous black smoke on it and wondering if she's going to make it to the end of the day. But other than that,
as you are watching the temple, you see something flying towards it, like shooting through these black. Again, it is almost like snakes that wisp in, and then as they contact what's been what you thought of as a blanket or a coating of this darkness that's like tangible, it begins to stir and swirl.
Abigail sees that and she says, "Okay, I've been watching this thing for 15 minutes and it hasn't done anything like that." She sighs.
Imagine you hear from the hallway, Abigail! Abigail!
Oh, that's probably not a coincidence. And she'll run off to get to
Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take the stairs 2 at a time as you head down to the ground floor, and you are you duck through a hallway, slam a door open, and you swing, and you see Kaiser in the hallway, kind of arm extended, yelling, one hand pushing the door open, and you can see like swirling around his feet these black smoke shooting out of the doorway as it goes on, as it heads out of the building. And then yeah, you can't see the windows or anything from where you are. You're like inside.
Abigail goes, What's wrong? What's wrong?" And then she notices the mist at your feet, and she goes, "Oh, that's not supposed to be here."
No, come quickly. It's Horatia.
What happened?
I need you to hold her.
Like a
She
hug?
says to kill you. I need you to hold her.
Okay.
Or she says to kill her. I need you to hold her.
Got it. Okay. But why? What? Okay,
You'll see.
it doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And Abigail will hold Horatia down.
They'll drag you back into the room we were in.
She's prone on the ground. When she turns and looks at you, her eyes are completely full of black tears. They're pouring down her face. Every time she opens her mouth to speak, you can hear her. She goes, "Oh, good. He got you. You need to kill me with the light, or it will be very bad. Now you have no time."
I look at Kaiser.
He holding her staff, he cradles it in his arms. Says, "We're not going to kill you. Have you ever done an exorcism? Because you're about to."
What the fuck?
Hold her still.
I have mentioned several times I'm not a religious person. And Abigail goes up to Horatia, and she sits her up, wraps her arms around the front of Horatia's, she's behind Horatia, wraps her arms around the front of her, and then like traps her legs within, like Horatia's legs within her own. So she's kind of like cradling her and just making sure, like, keeping her as immobile as possible.
As your skin contacts hers, you can feel it starting to burn on your hands and your arms, and where your cheek comes to her cheek, there's actually a light that like shines in your face, and the blade of your sword is so bright it is glowing up the end of the scabbard like a flashlight sticking out.
Okay, this is really kind of starting to hurt, so whatever you're gonna do, Kaiser, do it now.
Kaiser immediately plants the staff on the ground and holds his hand up to it. He says, "Horatia, I know you better than this. This will not break you. You are far too devout. You are far too ambitious." And he attempts to recall the light of Desimata in the staff and imbue it with the power of Rutil. Using my Empower object or energize object.
Ooh.
So you are trying to get both the green and the golden light into one object.
Yes.
Oh.
We're gonna make that a level 8 check.
And the fact that I'm holding Horatia down, will that be an assist?
Yeah, that's an asset.
What the?
And this is regarding the power of the four deities, so I will have an asset for that. Okay.
Hell yeah.
So you said difficulty 8 check?
Yep.
What sort of check?
We will call this. I believe it is an intellect check. The thing
Okay.
you are trying to do.
So I have 2 assets down to difficulty 6. I will apply 2 effort,
Hell yeah.
reducing it to difficulty 4. Being subtract from my pools.
Starting the morning off with a banger.
With an exorcism.
Yeah. That's how you start every single morning, with an exorcism.
Okay, come on, thing. Would like to spend an XP to roll. Reroll.
Before you do that,
Oh.
the other 2 of you make a perception check.
Oh. Okay, I don't think I have a skill in perception. Maybe I do. No, investigation. That's an intellect check then?
Yep.
What, just a regular one?
Yeah. No difficulty. We'll see how you do.
I'm gonna apply effort already. I'm just gonna do it.
Might as well. You have an action recovery roll.
Yeah.
+11 +6, 17, and a 9. Beatrice, the noise that comes out of Horatia when Kaiser applies the light is this high pitched squealing that cuts through your sleep and makes you sit bolt upright in bed. You know someone is invoking the power of Ruatil, which is
Ooh.
makes your heart beat fast, and you have a sense that you need to know what the fuck's going on.
Yep.
Go ahead and re-roll.
Let me tick down my XP.
Boop, boop, boop.
There we go. Natural 20.
It was Beatrice's presence needed all along.
Yes. We needed Beatrice awake for this to happen.
Yes.
Yep.
God, that's awesome.
It is cool.
You bring the staff down, and a beam of gold and green light hits the center of Horatia's chest,
Ooh.
and the whole room just explodes in light, and you can see these rapidly twisting away black swirls as they try and escape the core of this light.
Hmm.
As a major effect. It won't be for you, unfortunately, Kaiser. It is for Abigail. Abigail,
Ooh.
you see a hand, golden and resplendent, that you remember from your first approach here, much smaller, reach down and grab on to the hilt of your sword at your side.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you do?
Okay.
I'm currently holding down Horatia at the moment, so I don't think there's much I can do.
Horatia is not struggling to escape. She's kind of writhing around, but she does not have control over her body.
Okay. Okay. Does the hand look like it's going to use the sword, or is it kind of just resting on the hilt of my sword?
It has grabbed it. It has not moved it. You don't know if it has the ability to move it or not. Kaiser can only see the blinding light in the room as he's trying to hold this thing steady. You are the only one with this perspective.
I think Abigail looks at a hand that she hasn't seen since it was chopped to pieces above the planet.
Yep.
Thinks about all of the things that she has experienced and she's got all on the planet, all of the things that she has learned, all of the things that she has absorbed, and the perspectives that she has seen. And I think that she knows that none of that could have been possible without the hand that is in front of her. And I think she sighs, and in her mind she says, "This is what faith is?" And she says out loud, "Light is life," and she'll grab the hilt of the sword over the hand.
As you grab the hilt, you are suddenly blinded, and then you know that you have left reality for the moment. Your mind is somewhere else.
Okay.
And you blink a couple of times, and you are in the heart of the sun. And Desimata is standing in front of you.
Okay.
And she says, "I am glad, my child, that you have decided to believe that the power of the gods is worth embracing, understanding, using."
I don't really know what to say to that.
Sometimes we do not know what to say, and it is okay. You are in front of Kaiser, and he has intuited much, but he has not learned everything. And his intuition is holding the darkness that emanates from your flamen at bay. When he relaxes, if she is still connected to it, she will still fuel the darkness that flows outward from her.
Okay. So how do I sever the connection?
You have choices. The first is to not sever the connection and deal with the full force of that power. Let loose upon the top of the mount, where there are many things that it may interact with. Think of this thing, this agent of Sonator inside Horatia, as a flame, and all of the darkness you have seen upon the mountain as fuel. The more it interacts, the more it stirs, the more powerful it will become. If you do nothing, Horatia will survive. She may require recuperation, but she will be herself. If you wish to sever the connection, you may kill Horatia, and it will no longer have any life to fuel it, and it will be stopped dead in its tracks, but Horatia will die. She has failed in her test to contain it. You know how that feels. You had a very similar experience. There is a
Mhm.
third choice.
There's always a third choice.
When you plunge the blade into her, you may choose to take the darkness upon yourself and fight to contain it. And if you are successful, you will be darkness and light.
Fuck yeah.
I do have a question for you before you decide. Do you understand what brought you to this place, all of you?
I thought I did. But I think my perception of things was a little jaded. But the most simple answer would be you.
What reason did I have for bringing these lost souls with me who were otherwise sentenced to death?
You know, I never asked you that question. Could have, but I didn't. Are you asking me what I think the reason you did it for?
I'm trying to see if you understand. I will give you the answer if you wish.
No, let me think. You petitioned the Emboli to exile us and not execute us. They didn't have to listen to your petition. They didn't have to do what you asked. They could have had us exiled. And if I'm looking at it from the perspective of who I was when I left, my perception of that would be they just wanted to get rid of us. One way or another. They wanted to, but at least with this way, they could potentially get something out of it. But you came along, and the Flamen came along. If the Emboli wanted to get rid of us, they wouldn't have come with us. Or at least
they
if
would have-
every
they would have-
Emboli.
They would have executed. It was within their right.
But you had a vision of a world. This world. So you said. And then when we got here, you never set foot on this planet. But you paved the way in order for us to set foot on this planet. You woke it up. You woke up the people here, you woke up the creatures. And in doing so, you gave us a chance to start anew. Do what? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
The odds.
So we're here because you believed in a better future for all of us. One where light and dark can exist. Because the people you brought here, we are criminals, yes. But there is a chance that with those skills, with the knowledge which we bring, the ability to compromise allows for a better world for everyone who resides on this planet.
And in compromise, I have Kaiser, who has found his way to the idea without being coached or guided to it. And that is the one thing that this planet was sorely lacking under the previous god of the sun. There is something else that is important, and whilst those who come to this temple in the future may ask about what Kaiser could do and why he could do it in terms of compromise, there is another concept. Mercy. I offered you mercy.
Mercy.
This world needs someone to explain that sometimes being hurt yourself or taking a risk for the sake of another is a virtue.
Abigail starts crying. um, I have not felt mercy in a very long time. And I have not given it in a very long time. But change is a seed. I will take the third option.
Good luck to you and your friends. She reaches forward and she puts her hands on the side of your head and her lips to your forehead. And as she kisses you, in a flash, you are back, your hand on your hip, sword beginning to be drawn out. Kaiser, something happened for a moment. You are intensely focused on green and gold wavering against one another in a way that you know they were not meant to, but that you were meant to try. I think for a moment, you perhaps wish there was a book on such things.
If there were, it'd be easier.
Yeah, and as you see this, the sword comes out of the scabbard and flips around so that the flamen is at its tip. As if you want to say Kiara, and it's not. As
Abigail.
no, who else is
Beatrice.
Natalie?
Beatrice.
Beatrice stumbles
Oh.
through the door at top speed. You see the flamen about to be stabbed by Beatrice lying on the floor, holding her in a punt. You see black, in all of this light, still black eyes and black tears pouring down her face as the staff in front of Kaiser holds him from the outside. Kaiser looks like he is in freeze frame. that you can see the strain of all of his muscles, veins popping out of his forehead, and his jaw gritted as he is a conduit for this strange energy in an object that he does not really know how to use, but nevertheless is using to hold all of the darkness within. And you can see this swirling struggle of three colors.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna take out without thinking, I'm gonna take out the shard of protection. I'm gonna run over to Kaiser because and I'm gonna try to use the shard of protection while also grabbing on to the staff itself and like help with that.
Cool. You
Mhm.
make me a level 6 check. Well, first of all, you use the shard of protection.
Mhm.
What does it look like when you invoke this field of protective energy?
I feel like it's like that golden green energy just kind of like radiates out in like not like in like a burst, but like in a wave in a sense, or like a beam, I guess is better. Um, kind of landing itself more on Kaiser, a little bit on Beatrice, just to the way everything is held, and just like enveloping him a little bit as an attempt to like protect.
Like like cold water on a summer's day poured down your back. You are aware, Kaiser, that you are not alone anymore. That this effort is um, is being eased. That your one of your muscles can start to relax somewhere, and the whole thing is not going to fall apart. Um, make me a level 6 check to see what you can do with the energy when you
What
grab
kind of
onto the
check?
staff. Um, we're gonna say, what are you trying to do? Are you just trying to like
I'm
stabilize
trying.
everything, or are you trying to do something specific?
I mean, it's stabilizing as well as like I feel like Beatrice kind of understands what he's doing a little bit with the black smoke. Has no idea what Abigail's really doing at this moment. But it is like okay, he's trying to like force like light into Desimata to push out the darkness. Not Desimata. I'm sorry, light Desimata into Horatia to force
Well,
out the
I
darkness.
will say this: he's not trying to push anything into her. He's trying to draw out what's in there.
Okay. Would I be able to see that or like understand that quickly or?
Um, make me an intellect check, no difficulty. We'll see
Okay.
how you do. You
All right.
don't.
I won't even put in effort for
I would
this
say
one.
you can't put any effort in this one. You're just like,
Mhm.
this is what does Beatrice
Nope.
understand about the
Got
scene?
no fucking
Ooh.
idea.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Uh, yeah, you look at the scene and I think you think that both of them are trying to kill Horatia, which might be just fine with you.
It is kind of fine with me.
You're like, I'm just gonna let this happen.
But I do
Uh,
want to help Kaiser.
all right. You
Uh, yeah.
put your hand on the staff.
My hand on the staff with the shard of
Um,
protection in the other.
yeah, we'll make this a level 7 difficulty check, intellect check
Okay.
to figure out what is going on
All right.
and possibly intervene in a way that's helpful, not a hindrance.
Would my
This
shard
will affect.
provide me an assist?
Kaiser can be your asset.
Yay!
Um,
Oh
this
wait.
will affect Abigail's difficulty. How well this goes.
Oh, I'm so sorry already. I'm gonna say sorry in advance.
I'm so sorry. I don't even know what I've done.
Okay, what assist? All right, that brings you down a couple levels. So let's see if this works. Oh, nope. I'm re-rolling. I'm
Oh.
re-rolling. I'm re-rolling. You're taking effort away. I mean, sorry, not effort. XP. I have my thing tiny, so it doesn't. I don't see it all
Yep.
at once. Yep. Come on, we can do it. I can beat a 4. Damn it, that's exact.
Oof.
You grab
I'll
that
try.
and you feel all of the energy, the green energy of Ruatil swings over to you. Its affinity for you um, fills you with a sense of needing to control this situation. And in that moment, the light flickers and fluctuates. Um, both Kaiser and um, really cannot remember Beatrice's name for the life of me today. Kaiser and Beatrice, make me a level 6 might defense roll.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm not good at those.
You got this. I believe in you. Oh,
You're muted, Joe.
How
you
the
got this.
fuck?
I believe in
Hello?
you.
What?
Yes.
Okay.
Fuck
Thank goodness.
yeah.
Okay. Yay!
Success. You feel
Finally.
you feel the two energies try and twist against one another to blow you both to the back of the room, like this like like trying to jam two positive magnets together, and then suddenly you've got them out of alignment. You manage to keep them in alignment. This sense that okay, wait, no, we need to cooperate. We can't both be pushing or pulling or doing
Yeah.
whatever we're doing at the same time. And you look at one another. You look at Abigail. This has only been like 5 seconds has gone by.
Yeah.
Abigail, what do you look at any of them or say anything
No.
before?
No, I don't. Abigail is very much in her head, and I think she is prepared to like plunge because she has to stab Horatia in order to get the darkness to her, right?
You gotta pull the sword into you and her. Well, not into you,
Okay.
but into her who's in front of you, right? She has to
Yeah.
flip it around.
Okay, yeah, I see it. Oh God, this is so
Yes.
cool. Okay, I think that Abigail turns around, or Abigail closes her eyes, and like it's kind of like her life flashes before her eyes, and she thinks about how hopeful she was as Tanya Barden, and how hopeless she was as Abigail, and realizes that she could not have possibly felt one without feeling the other.
Ooh.
And she has to be capable of both. And then she just plunges the sword into both of them.
Oh.
Kiara, a deep, deep voice wakes you from your slumber. A dragon that you have only heard once speaks into your ear, says,
Ooh.
your friends will need you sooner rather than later.
I get up and look around to see where the fuck my friends are.
You hear an agonized scream from Horatia as a blade is plunged into her, somewhere off in the distance.
Well, I run pretty fast. I'm gonna head towards the screaming because I am deeply concerned.
I'll go towards the screaming.
Yes.
You are sprinting, through a building, across a little alleyway, slamming doors open as you go. You see that the doors are actually open in front of you for some reason, almost like someone else has also sprinted down this same way very recently. You watch the blade go in, and the black shadow that is being cradled in the heart of Horatia's chest and at the core of her being shoots out along the blade, and like a tendrilled hand grabs your hand. These long streaked lines of almost oil along the blade, and grabs your hand as you start to plunge it in. Make me, and this was going to be level 7. Make me a level 5 intellect defense roll.
Abigail?
Yep.
Okay.
You
Now I
got this.
have a thing. I did mark Horatia as my quarry,
Ooh.
which gives me trained in all tasks involving following, understanding, interacting with, or fighting her. Does
You're
this
definitely
apply?
interacting with her. Oh yes.
Okay.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We could do it.
Intellect defense. Hold on, just double checking.
Just a couple things.
Just a couple things. Okay, intellect defense. I'm putting in 2 levels of effort. And I have 1 asset. Oh,
Yeah.
Sweet.
Hell
Success!
yeah.
That's
Hell
6
yeah. Let's go. Woo. Sorry, I didn't help.
All right. You feel
I don't think you know enough what's going on to help. TBA.
I tried though.
You tried.
you feel all of that go around your hand and then sink in underneath the skin and run up your arm. And there's a moment of panic of that you have initiated the transfer of this energy and you remember what happened last time. You remember your mind and body suddenly not obeying you in any way, shape, or form. But you know this is coming. And as you feel it hit the base of your spine, as you feel it grip around your heart, you remember that you burn with the light of Dezimata. And that you've heard Kaiser say it. Sometimes we work in the light, and other times we must rest in the dark. And these two things can exist in the same place at the same time. And even though it has somewhere to rest, you realize that this creature, this being, understands that it is trapped. And as it tries to retract, you pull it all the way further in.
Mm-hmm.
And you hold it in the core of your heart that beats once in the light and once in the darkness. And you feel Horatia's body go limp underneath you. And you look at the sword in your hand, and it is changed.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Greg, you goddamn poet.
Oh
Fuck
my
yes.
god!
Let's go.
I wish I could like things more than once.
All the reactions.
You can add multiple different
Yeah,
like
just
reactions.
all the
That's
emojis.
true.
Oh my
All of the
God, that's
emojis.
so
I'll do
All
that
the
later.
emojis.
Oh, I love that so fucking much.
Ah.
You feel all of the tension that was being held taut as you were trying to pull this out, Kaiser, go slack like a rope that someone has let go of the other end of, just to let it go.
The staff snaps in his hand.
Slams against the wall in 2 pieces. You take a step in the room as you hear the crack and thud. Kiara, you know what the scene is?
I think she's staring, deeply confused. Where did the sword come from? What is. And I think she just looks and she's got her own invisible heat sword going. What's going on?
I'm not quite sure. Is
First,
she dead?
no, she is not the dead. But she is in desperate need of medical attention. So if I'm going to go fetch a hospitaler, I will be back. Please be safe. And he looks to Abigail and just nods.
Abigail is wide-eyed, clutching Horatia as tight as she can. At this point, not in any way to keep her safe, but just as a form of comfort at this point.
Okay.
Horatia is very dazed, like she's not moving. You look down to see how much she is bleeding from the wound. Strangely, it does not appear that she is is bleeding out.
Mm-hmm.
And she just raspy voice just into your ear. She kind of tilts. She goes, "Did you?"
And Abigail goes, light is life, but it's also a mercy. And she takes the sword out of Horatia's chest.
As you pull it out, you realize that when you saw the cut, you were cutting darkness more than you were cutting flesh.
Okay.
Ooh.
As you withdraw it, it is a fairly superficial wound, despite the fact you know you plunged it deep within
Yeah.
Okay.
her.
Okay.
And you hear her go, "Thank you," before she loses consciousness.
Abigail just kind of sits beside Horatia. It lays her gently on the ground as she loses consciousness, and kind of sits beside her and just kind of stares at her and the sword, and just kind of tries to process what the fuck just happened.
Why was she stabbed with? Where did that sword come from? Why did the? Why is the staff broken? What happened? I was woken by a dragon, and then there was screaming. I am deeply concerned and confused.
Kaiser woke me up, brought me here. She said to stab her. Kaiser said we're not going to do that. And then he offered an exorcism.
That was an exorcism?
I think he tried to exorcise
He
her.
does exorcisms now.
Oh no, I think we
No.
both did an exorcism.
Okay.
And I
so
think it was
both do it.
successful.
Okay.
With a
Kaiser comes back
sword.
through the door at this point with one of the temple acolytes with a kit of bandages and other salves and these kinds of things. The woman's like, "Oh, she has been stabbed.
Mhm.
Okay, I will tend. Please, little space." And she kind of like nudges Abigail out of the way.
Yeah, Abigail, she'll comply.
Mhm.
She'll get up and stand next to Kiara or Beatrice. Honestly, whichever one is
I
farther
think we're
away.
next to each other, so
Yeah.
Okay, then yeah.
sort of the
She'll
same
just go and
thing.
stand.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Kaiser's a little winded. He's like, "Good morning, my friends."
Is it?
Hell
I
of a
hope
morning.
it is.
We are hale and whole. Horatia included, it seems. Well, whole at the very least.
What happened that you had to stab her? What did she do?
Oh, I don't know about the stabbing.
Okay.
She said, okay, let's start at the beginning. Okay, I woke up. I go talk to Horatia. I kind of petitioned to her a little bit. She had, she admits to killing a cousin Marcus, but it's not
Great.
wasn't her fault.
Mm.
But it was. But it
Mm-mm.
wasn't. But it was.
Mm.
And so I made a joke. I said, "Hey, I know Lucius is the one people confess to, but you should confess to me." And then she did. And then she's like, "Okay." And the choky smoke comes out and says, "Go get Abigail. She has to kill me."
Okay.
Right. Um,
Yeah, what a way to wake up in the morning, all before coffee.
Yep.
So yeah, Abigail comes. I say, hold her down. We don't have to kill her. I'm gonna use Ruatil and maybe Zwatorix to, kind of banish the shadow. Cause it's a morning. It's a daytime.
Yep.
But apparently Abigail had other plans.
Well, she's not dead.
No, she's not, which is great. But she still stabbed her.
Yes. What
It's-
happened
it's-
there?
Yeah, that part.
And where
I
did the sword come from?
I was holding Horatia down. Kaiser did his very best, I think, to try and force the darkness out of Horatia. And then when he did that, a golden hand appeared. And I just guess I thought maybe religion's not such a bad thing.
What?
And because it landed on my sword, and I grabbed the sword. And then I went somewhere else. And I spoke to Desimata, who offered me 3 choices. She said, I didn't. First choice was to not sever the connection between
Huh?
the darkness and Horatia. And then that was gonna cause some problems. And then she was like, the second option would be to kill Horatia. And then she presented a third option, because there's always a third option.
Sure.
And the third option was to take the darkness within myself
Okay.
and be both light and dark. And she gestures to the sword. Would you like to take a guess which one I took? The first 2 chances don't count.
You did stab her, so and the sword's now. Okay, so you did both. Okay, so third option.
So does the light keep the darkness at bay? Is it like an equilibrium thing?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
The light keeps the darkness at bay, and the darkness keeps the light at bay. I am
Okay.
both. I think.
Okay,
Pretty sure that's how that happened.
so you now also have a connection to Thanator. Okay, well, good news is that means Kaiser's not the only one who can do it. So positives all around.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You remember her words about mercy.
Does Amada ask me a question? She asked me why I thought we were brought here. And I eventually landed on because this place needed to compromise. The future of this planet was to compromise. But she said she also did it because it was a mercy to everyone.
Okay.
She did offer us a second chance at life, more or less, by sweeping us from a most assured death.
Yes.
It's merciful.
Yes.
She said that she got compromised with you, Kaiser. You were able, unprompted, to create some type of compromise between all forces. She also said that she needed someone who knew what mercy was and how to grant it.
That makes sense.
Yep.
Well, with this one and her he's pointing at Beatrice. In her unflinching ways of getting what she wants. And, well, Kiara, she's a mom. You know, no one overrules a mom. I couldn't think of anyone better.
I'm gonna be honest, this was a lot.
Yeah. I'm sorry for waking you up and for us waking you all up in such a way. But early to rise makes you great.
Sure.
I don't know if this is what they meant.
Why not? It's great to have you all.
Likewise. Adaptability and compromise seem to be what we need going forward, and we're certainly bringing that.
Something.
Yeah. It feels maybe a little wrong to say, should we just get this over with, or should we just ruminate in this moment a little longer?
No, I am voting for option 1. Let's
go.
It is time to do what we set out to do so very long ago. And with the rising sun, I think it was no better time to have put the darkness to bed. Gonna just take my recovery roll.
I have to wait an hour, so we can't do that.
We'll give you the 10 minutes because you walk out into the courtyard if somebody has a 10-minute. You walk out into the courtyard and you find Tommy doing stretches that look a lot like Abigail's, but like on a smaller scale. I have finally got art for Tommy, which I have not.
Yay!
yeah.
Is he doing his stretches?
No, unfortunately, but Tommy is ready to go. This is pretty much
we
how
love
I pictured
him.
the whole
We love
time.
Tommy.
Tommy!
Oh, Tommy's
We love
great.
Tommy.
Played by Nick Frost.
Yes.
He has the big lens slung on his back with two big straps over his shoulders like a backpack. And he goes, I know we were worried about getting it in there, but now I've got my hands free and we just run right up to the top. Easy peasy.
Yep.
Absolutely.
You all look a bit winded.
Yeah, we had a fun time. Let's
We
get
just
moving.
performed an exorcism.
No, they performed an exorcism. I think I may have caused some issues.
You were exercising? You shouldn't have been exercising. We're going to have a fight. You got to rest up.
Yeah.
Oh, doing our stretches in the morning, Tommy.
Yeah, like you do this, you get this. Oh yeah, it feels good in the inner, on the hamstrings.
Kaiser tries that, and you hear like 6 bones crack.
Oh no, not you, sir. You just do the talking. I've learned that. That's pretty much your whole gig. But as I understand, you and I are going to have to get up the stairs together to put this thing in place.
I don't suppose I could fit in your big bag.
He opens the back. He goes, "I've got a lot of other stuff in there, sir. I was kind of thinking of lightening it a bit because I want to be maneuverable in there."
But that's okay.
Understandable. It's understandable.
He
As we're
pulls out a
heading
green
off.
dagger out of the bag and jams it in his belt. He goes, "Might as well take one shiny thing with me."
It's a good thing to have.
I'm checking my my belt for my little mocha pot full of sunshine.
Sunshine? Yeah.
My Viridian axe, and I've still got my sword in hand because it's been a morning.
Yeah.
I think having had this experience, Abigail, you would have an understanding of uh, the light does much more to cut the darkness if you're using something that is a blessed weapon as opposed to something conventional. That there's a different way in which the damage was, because the hospitaller, like the acolyte, comes and is like, "Oh, I thought it was going to be much worse, but there is a chance that we can just stitch it up and keep it clean, and she will be okay in a day or two."
Good.
She kind of like she's kind of wavering in and out of consciousness. If you wanted to ask her anything, you might be able to get like a couple word answer out of her, but she's not in any shape to accompany you up to the temple.
Mm-hmm.
She's not dead.
Not dead
Yay!
yet.
Yay!
You walk across the long processional and the big courtyard where people would generally assemble when it was a temple of light, was a temple of Esmeril. And you are aware of the behind the temple, the long rows of graves and tombs of all the people who have served here and all those who have made pilgrimages, or all those who have had their remains brought here and wish to be buried here in this sacred place. Which is not nearly as comforting as it would be were you here at a funeral. The darkness is stirring, as sort of predicted by Horst when he was talking about things getting worse, that you had attracted attention by your being here. But instead of a roiling sea, it is like ripples in a pond. You can feel, Abigail, inside this desire to lash out, to grab and stir up and pull energy in. But it is easy for you to measure that and monitor that within yourself.
Mm-hmm.
At least for
I
now.
think Abigail takes a moment when she feels the thing inside of her trying to stir. She acknowledges its existence, and in a very real way, she does it in a way that makes people uncomfortable. Like when people like look at you, or like they say things to you that's like really like vulnerable, or kind of like, it's kind of like, oh, this person sees me, oh, that kind of makes me uncomfortable, that kind of thing. All of her attention goes to this thing for a moment, and she's going to mark Sonator as her quarry.
Ooh.
And she wants it to know that. She wants the darkness to know
that partner.
Kaiser, as you begin to walk this long road, you have a strange sensation of a man who is carrying 3 swords. And you're like, I don't even have 3 arms.
You don't
But
want
there
to
is a
confuse me.
sense of the determination, the impatience, the desire for these things to break the chains, to cut through the blanket of darkness that you contain within you. That although you know the darkness is there, these other influences have sequestered it away for you. You don't even have to think about it like Abigail does, because it's 3-on-1 in this circumstance. You also get the sense that the darkness is a thing outside of the actual objects that you were looking at, although it appears to be embedded in them. That there's, two things going on there. You enter the steps of the temple that, despite its many windows and an intricate glass roof, has been completely co-opted by the darkness that enveloped the planet for so many centuries. What was once still and sleeping darkness has come alive, as I've said. There's swirling, twisting with smoky tendrils. They roll and twirl around every surface, up the columns, along the window ledges. Every vertical and horizontal thing is both black and either undulating or twisting or moving. The darkness is thickest in 3 places. There are 2 figures doused in a blanket of blackness. One on your left lies splayed out flat on the floor. The other, to the right of the central spire, is vertical, standing. You can see inside this darkness a woman in elaborate robes, pulled to her feet by the will of this dark thing that inhabited the Flamen, now channeling a concentrated darkness to animate and dominate Suvi, the temple matron.
Yep. That's what I thought.
In between these two is the central staircase, leading up to a roof where a black globe sits, waiting for you to rekindle it. The stairs are coated in a thick skin of dormant darkness, leaving them looking more like a slippery spiral ramp up into the heavens. A strange, overlapping echo of a voice calls out, both from the woman and the smoky darkness in the room.
Ooh.
A place of darkness and rest. Since you come to disrupt us, you will be brought back to your dormant state, one way or another.
No, thank you.
Here's a map. You should be able to see yourselves
Yes.
pretty
It's
much
a
at
map.
the bottom of.
The map.
Again, the one on your
Confusion.
right, which is here, is the moving one. You have avoided the one on the left from being animated by your concerted effort to take the darkness in upon yourself.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck
This
that
other
darkness.
person. Yeah,
Fuck
this
the
other
darkness.
person is where the darkness would have landed.
Oh, okay. So that was her companion. So we didn't
Good
have
to
that
know.
happen.
So
Okay.
there's just 2. Okay. Got it.
Before we go anywhere, I'm gonna tap my sister on the shoulder with some shard of protection.
Thank you.
Yes.
Is that 4 armor?
Yes. For a minute though.
Yep. 10 rounds.
Yep.
There's my turn. My turn. Y'all can roll initiative.
Alrighty.
Oof.
I will
Excuse
remember
me.
to click my thing this time. Hmm.
I don't think I gotta put any effort into this. We'll see what happens.
I
Not
remember
great. Not
to
great.
clear the initiative order.
Oof.
That has not. Wow. Doo-doo.
The sisters are having like one last hug before the fight.
Yeah, exactly.
You
We're
don't
a
want
little bit startled awake. We weren't for the exorcism fully, so we're still like, whoa.
to.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh.
Woo!
Let's
Wow.
go.
Oh, and I get to keep my cost. My
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
my
Hell yeah.
my effort.
Bravo.
So, Abigail, you are not a 20. You are a 26 on initiative.
Hell yeah.
I'm going to update that.
Damn, man.
Go beat her ass.
Oh, and I need to put Tommy on the map. Tommy is
Tommy!
with you.
Tommy!
Wait. So, okay. If you roll a natural 20 on a check, you get to keep any effort.
Yeah,
Any
the
points
cost
you
of-
would have
Does
spent
that-
on your effort.
Does that
Yeah.
count if you spend an XP to reroll and get a natural 20?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You spent the XP.
That means I get to
Yeah,
keep
you get some
my
point back.
recovery instead of using my recovery,
Yay!
Yay!
which is great. It's real great. It's swell.
I can't remember if that's in Numenera or if it's in Cypher, but we've played that way now for a while.
Yeah, it's a cool aspect either way.
It makes the nat 20 so much more fun.
It really does. It's like, oh, you mean I don't got to spend points?
You got to pay for that.
No pay.
Major effect. I will let you position yourself wherever you like on the bottom half of the temple as you like rush in ahead of everyone. If you want to get behind behind cover, or if you want to get close to the stairway, or whatever you want to do as your major effect. I give you the
Okay.
movement for free, essentially.
Got it. You said, okay, so the two figures that we see here, those are the figures that are currently being taken over by Sonatar? Or the
We'll
darkness?
put the X on the guy who is not doing anything. He's lying on the ground though he's unconscious. So he is not
Okay.
moving. She is on the right, she is vertical. And then the stairs themselves are cloaked in darkness.
I only see two people. Am I supposed to see three?
Yep. Nope.
Okay.
So
He's not moving
She's the
yet.
only one who's active. He's not moving, and the stairs themselves are an obstacle that you need to get to the top of, or someone needs to get to the top of to light the beacon. Because you could fight all day in here. If you don't light the beacon, you're fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Abigail is going to do her absolute best to start distracting people. So she's just going to run up to one of these people and she's going to get as close as she can as possible.
Okay, so if you're just getting as close as possible, you can get to this second set of stairs here.
Okay.
And you can take an action. So
I can
don't know if you
take
have a
an
range.
action.
Yeah, if you have an ability to activate or something to do at range that you would want to do.
Do
That is
I
your
have an ability I'd like to activate? Nah, I think I will just use my movement to... Yeah, that's 30 feet. Get within...
The guy, I was going to say, the guy on the left is unconscious. He is not a factor at the moment. Only the woman on the right.
So this dude is the one
Yeah.
who's unconscious.
Unconscious. Yeah, that's
Okay,
why he has a little
sorry.
X on him.
Oh, okay.
Little-
I see that. I
cross
was
bone.
looking for a red X. I was not looking for
Sorry.
a...
Yeah.
We'll just get right there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you run right up to her and she goes, just the boldness. I cannot believe it. You should not even be able to gaze upon me. And she strikes you, like she just reaches out and black tendrils shoot out at you and envelop your head. Level 7 speed defense.
Jesus, level 7.
And then there is a secondary effect.
Yikes.
Level 7 speed defense. Flashing the sword of Desimata as I do this. I'm trained
you
in
have an
speed
asset.
defense.
Yeah, and you also have an asset because you have absorbed Desimata's light.
Oh, wow. 17.
Hell yeah, let's go. Extra damage too.
You manage to twist and shake your head, and the darkness dissipates. As her second action, she calls out in this strange echoing voice, and it says, all of the soldiers of all time, come aid me to make this place still once again. And you
No.
hear outside the rumbling and shaking of soil as it is it is dislodged, and graves begin to open up,
Oh,
and things start to crawl
damn.
out.
zombies!
Oh
Kaiser.
Kaiser, seeing that the stairs are impeded in the way that they are, I'm sorry. From where we are the staircases like back here?
Oh no, this is the staircase. This
Oh,
central
the central staircase itself. I see. I
Yep.
see.
That is it.
He is going to. Would it make sense for him to believe that anything cloaked in shadow is of Sonator?
Yeah.
Like an effective creature, I guess would be the best way to put it.
It is something that could be affected by the other gods. Like
Okay.
it is blessed or cursed in the same way that your objects are blessed or cursed. Is the way you would probably think of it. Even though it does not have a personality.
Right, of course.
Like Desimata described, it is like kindling lying all around,
Yes.
specifically for Sonator to light.
He will. He will attempt to release energy upon the whatever it is covering the staircase, rendering it unusable. He will put his hand to his mouth.
Is that is it short distance or a long?
I believe it is a long distance. Yes, it is long range.
Long distance. Perfect.
And as he moves his hand away, he is reciting a poem that he once heard.
I love
that he would maybe hum along to or recite back home, and call upon Desimata within him to attempt to banish this light or this darkness.
Cool. Well, release 1 point of kinetic energy, magnifying it, blast of 4 points damage. Cool. I will just say make a level 2 speed check to see if you are you target this thing appropriately.
Yep.
Yeah, no problem.
Nice.
So you watch, and a circle of light bursts out from you and forms a big a ring around it, and the column burns away the darkness, and the stairs are free. You can see the individual steps. You do see that the darkness is still licking at the edges of this as you go. You may have a limited amount of time while the stairs are free.
Of course.
Although, of course, you could try that again. So just a reminder that Kaiser, Beatrice, and Kiara can go in whatever order or help one another because you're together in initiative.
Okay.
But Beatrice is technically next.
All right. I don't want to stick around for the Zambos, but I don't
Zambos.
feel like Abigail should be by herself, so I'm gonna try to run over as far as I can to where Abigail is at and go help her in a second, which is not the best idea that Beatrice has ever had, but
It's appreciated.
3 against 1 is better, right?
Yeah, so you use all of your movement to get there, and that is your action? Cool.
Yes.
Kiara?
I want to run up those stairs while there is no darkness on them. Can I use my fleet of...
The foot.
Yeah, I want to use my... sorry, I'm just double checking. You can move a long distance. As your entire
So
action for a turn. Yeah.
Yep. So the stairs are basically 60 feet up. It's a huge place, right?
Yeah.
So it's two steps, like 2 turns to climb the stairs. So you can get to the middle of the staircase here. You're basically gonna sprint all the way to the base and then halfway up. Cool. So you are here.
Alrighty.
Do you try and take Tommy with you? Sorry, Tommy got to go before you guys. Tommy ran up and is hiding on the far side behind a column. Because Tommy is, a self-preservationist with the big lens on his back.
No, I'm definitely grabbing Tommy to come with me.
All right. I'm just thinking, how does that affect the speed of things? So
my
I
thought on
won't.
this was, I'm going ahead to make sure that Tommy can come behind me.
Mm.
Like I'm trying to clear the way.
Okay, so you're like, get on up here, and he's like,
Yeah.
as soon as I
Come on,
can,
buddy.
yeah, cool. We are back around to Abigail.
Does the dude who's unconscious, is he a priest, or is he just the companion of the priestess?
He is the companion. You were told that he was some kind of magic user person of some kind. Like he had his own magic. He was not a holy man, but he was like a sorcerer or something.
Okay.
Okay.
An adept, if you will.
I want to try something.
Yay!
But I am worried
try.
about him. So I think I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna just say to Beatrice, get to the guy on the ground, and if there's any way to protect him, like with your sword of, or with your shard of protection, please do so.
The guy who's not moving?
Yes.
Okay.
And I, oof. I would like to reach out to, oh, I don't know how this is gonna work.
Me either.
Yeah, what are you trying to do?
I'm all
Okay,
nervous.
so this is the thing. I would like to reach out to Sonator directly within, her name is Suvi,
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
and I would like to menace him out of her.
Ooh. Okay.
But my fear is that he's just gonna jump into the body of the other guy.
Yeah.
That's my fear.
Okay.
First of all, you are. I will let you know that is a level 9 check.
Oh,
You're,
jeez.
you're trying to pull off a very difficult thing. Like
Yeah.
obviously attacking her is a much more straightforward thing. So
Yeah.
knowing that, if you want to change your mind, let me know. You can change your mind. If not, yes, you can try and menace her. You could try and force Shadow out, but it is a level 9 check.
I think I want to make sure that other dude is protected in some way first, because the fact that he's unconscious and there's just a bunch of shadows floating around, I'm not a huge fan of. So I think that's probably next turn, and I will just attack her this turn.
All right, level 7 then.
Do I have a depletion roll for my sword?
It is deplete on 1d20 still.
1d20. Okay, great.
Or 1d20 now. I don't know what it was. It was d10 or d20, but it's 1d20.
Cool. It was a d10. Okay.
You missed it. Abigail is planning, as soon as Buddy is protected, in some way, she's planning on menacing him, menacing Sonator out of her.
Fuck yeah.
It is level 9.
Okay. I'm going to I am going to, actually, I don't think I've used this ability. I'm going to, as a part of my attack, I'm going to use my bash ability, which dazes someone and hinders their attack to their attacks. And then level 7, I'm going to put in 2 levels of effort. I have an asset, and this is technically Sonator, right? So I do have an asset. I get, because he's my core.
Yep.
Okay, great.
Yep.
Cool. Just wanted to double check. That's a success!
Hell
Yeah. No.
I'm going to use a GM intrusion for her to not be
Yay!
dazed.
Ooh.
Okay.
She refuses the attack entirely with a GM intrusion. So take an XP.
Okay.
You feel yourself lock in with Sotor, and he is at his strongest in this place at this time.
Yeah.
And you basically feel the darkness grab the sword and push it back.
Okay.
But then the tendrils kind of dissipate that indicate that you've used up some of the effort or focus that is in here.
Ooh.
You get to hand an XP to somebody else.
I'll hand an XP to Kiara. Or
Hey.
sorry, Beatrice.
Beatrice?
My bad.
Oh, boo!
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Kiara.
I'm built to take a beating, so
Mhm.
I'm good.
Yeah, Kiara. She goes. The Suvi looks at you, turns the head. Oh, I'm sorry. I have art for Suvi that you guys probably want to see.
I would love
Yes,
to
we
Yes,
see.
we'd love
do.
to see Suvi.
Love to see.
Duh.
It did.
Oh, that's sick.
Oh, that's so sick. Holy shit.
Oh,
Oh, that's
cool.
Natalie, what does that
Cool.
remind you of? Who else do you know has a black void of a face?
Oh God, who does? Oh man.
Xerxenia from America's Next Top Model.
Oh my God, yes.
The Vanta black face turns toward you, Kiara, and says, "Sleep," and make a level 7 might defense roll.
Oh.
No.
Might? Okay.
Yep. And then she strikes out with tendrils right from her hand and grabs your head because you're right in front of her now. Abigail, you make it level 7 speed defense, and there is a secondary effect if you don't make it.
Are you sure you don't want me over there?
Well, if we can get
Alright.
Sonator out, I feel like it's the bodies that he's using to channel.
Can I foil danger on this one?
Sure. You negate one source of potential danger. Creature's natural ability. So, yeah, you're trying to follow the mundane action, so the attack. Well, it's a mundane action. It is not a mundane action.
Okay.
Um,
Then I will roll.
you're still going to have to
my
make the
might
roll
defense.
against the level. So, either way, you're making a level 7 defense roll.
Could the shard of protection give her an asset?
It gives her armor, so she's good to go already
Okay.
in terms of damage. She's not going to take any damage from this.
Mm.
She just has to worry about secondary effect.
Yeah, gotta worry
Abigail,
about
you're
other
ducking and
shit.
diving. Look
Yep.
at you. Can't imagine your effort pool is looking great, but
Nope. We won't talk about it.
Right.
It's okay. I'm in the singular digits for might, so it's not a great time.
Just a moment.
Yep.
Is that pillar of light still there?
Oh yeah.
yes, it has
Ooh.
shrunk to the point where Kiara is kind of having to pull to the inside
Mhm.
of the inside of the staircase.
To reach out and grab her, would Suvi have to pass through this wall of light?
Subi is shooting tendrils into that. She's not even like touching her.
Oh, I
It's
see.
like a command she's issuing to sleep.
I see. I thought
Yeah.
the tendrils were extending from her. Gotcha.
Do you want to use an XP to reroll since you probably have one?
Yeah, I do. Sorry, and because I never have armor, I'm actually not sure how it works in this particular situation.
Armor just reduces the damage by the amount of armor you
Damage.
have.
Okay,
So,
okay, I'm good. Thanks.
yeah.
And it was level 7. And I put into effort because that's all I can. And I have no assets. Let's go. Nope.
Mm.
You watch her slump and fall asleep on the stairs as
Oh. Ooh.
where
Can
is
I?
Tommy doesn't have a turn. Tommy should have a turn here. Hang on, right after Kaiser.
Rangers. That's not helpful. Oh.
So we do a little condition we call. Yeah, Kiara is asleep on the stairs as the darkness starts to roll in. Kaiser, it is your turn.
I don't like that.
Kaiser's going to get as far into the room as he can, as close to the pillar as possible to go up the staircase, but he sees that Kiara is asleep.
Cool. You would get to there, basically.
Okay.
You get up to the top of the second set of stairs.
That's all I can do.
Tommy sprints to the stairs, which have a rapidly lowering amount of light on them. It looks like Tommy is going to try and wake her up. He realizes the import of doing such a thing.
Thank you.
Good for Tommy.
You hear the shattering of glass and the crunching of
oh, come on.
all kinds of masonry and wood as skeletons come in from 3 different directions.
Great.
Oh dear.
Yes.
These tattered skeletons, they look like ancient and badly worn. These do not look like soldiers in an army. They look like normal people who
Great.
have grabbed, in some cases, the bones of other people on their way in some cases, like clubs and
Okay.
They're going to beat a
Okay.
motherfucker with another
and stuff.
motherfucker. This is like NSPU.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. They just enter the room. That's all they can do on their first turn.
They can't understand me, I'm assuming, yes?
No,
Not-
they look completely...
One of these days.
Inside, not in this campaign, inside the head, pretty dry. Not a lot left inside the head.
Okay. I guess I'll run up to this dude, her consort guy. And then can I also will that take my whole action just to run up to him?
You can make a speed check.
I was gonna say the shard can only affect one person at a time.
Yeah,
I
I'm
believe.
not using the shard right now.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm
you can
definitely
do
not
a
using
level
the shard right
4.
now. I have a different idea, but
Level 4 speed check.
okay.
And you can then move and do an action on the turn if you pass the check.
Okay.
Otherwise, you just make the.
I'm gonna put my effort into this. And I realized I had enough XP for an advancement.
An
You could take it right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I took another level of effort.
Good for you.
Nice.
Yeah. I feel like that would be helpful.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yay. Oh,
Nice.
good God. That cost me so much. Ooh, that's going to hurt.
Yeah. 3 levels of effort is. Wait a minute. That's too much.
It's too much?
3 levels of effort is 3, 2, and 2 is only 7 minus 1 because you have edge, right?
Yeah.
It only costs you
It's
6.
her armor, right?
I got the skilled with defense though, so it should be
Oh,
down about that,
okay.
yeah.
Well, skill with armor is different, but she took the
I took a
she took
speed.
the edge to negate that, so you would still only cost you 7, not 9. Otherwise, it's giving her 9. Anyway.
7 out of 14 is another
7 is
7.
fine.
Okay. All right, just double checking my math here. Okay. All right, cool. That's good. All right, Beatrice is asleep, and Tommy is going to go attempt. Not Beatrice. Kiara is asleep. My God. Okay. Okay. Well, you know what? Beatrice can understand me and isn't hostile to me. So, is it possible to use my fast talk to use a reasonable action to get her to get up?
Kiara?
Oh,
Yeah.
she's unconscious though.
Yeah,
She
but
can't.
oh,
Can she hear you?
can't
She's
hear you.
unconscious. Yeah, that's a problem.
Uh,
Sorry. Good idea up until like the
I was
unconscious
hoping.
bit.
Okay. Because I can't. Okay. Yeah. Reasonable action. Okay. I can't do anything else. Okay. What could I do as an action as well? Okay, we want to protect this. I'm not taking the shard of protection off my unconscious sister right now, so that's not
Bad
happening.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah. I have my green blade out. I'm assuming this man is dead. Yes?
He is dormant. There is no
Dormant? Okay,
motion
well
from him at
then,
all, and
alright, I won't.
you can't really see him. He is literally like cloaked
Okay.
in a cloak of like a
Could
thick blanket of darkness.
It's gonna sound crazy, and this you can definitely say no. But could I take my green shard sword, stab him in the leg, like not like a vital artery or
Yeah,
something
yeah.
like that,
Sure.
or an arm, or I don't know, something, and try to, instead of like actual damage onto him or whatever, try to like get some Ruatel light to shine out
Claim
instead.
him from Ruatil?
Yes.
I'm going to say that's a level 9 check because you're also trying to do some level of nonsense that you're really not playing for. But yeah, level 9, and that's going to be might, I believe.
Oh, I'm gonna be hindered sooner impaired if I do that.
Well, I mean, you don't need to put. Well, I mean, you need to put some effort in.
Mhm.
It's really a Hail Mary. I like the idea. If you just want to straight attack him, it's a level to try and just cut away the light without trying to like transform him into something right away. Like, are you trying to make him an agent of Ruatil, or are
No,
you just
I'm
trying
just
to cut the light
trying
away?
to cut the light away. That's my
Okay,
goal.
just trying to cut the light, level 6,
Mhm.
and you can do
Okay.
speed or might, whatever your attack you want it to be.
Well, I think the shard is speed.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
level
know.
6.
Okay. So, all right. Be level 6. I might be hindered soon, guys.
All good.
All right. I'm gonna put effort into it. No assets to this.
You do have some kind of cipher for defense, by the way, just a heads up. You'd have
Do
to
I?
know one.
I don't
No,
remember
somebody
that.
does. I don't know who has it.
But
I
also
don't have
remember,
any.
you don't have to spend you don't have to apply 3
All the
effort every
effort.
time.
I don't.
No,
No.
of
could
course
do
not.
one. Effort's an
Yeah,
option.
you could do 1 for free and keep your points. Just knock it down to a difficulty 5.
Can I try that?
Sure.
Okay.
You don't have to max out your effort. Effort's an
I
option.
did not know that.
See?
We're
Proof I
learning
don't
stuff
run
on the
enough
last
combat.
session.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No!
No.
Yikes! Oh no!
You know what? I have an XP I just got. I'm gonna use it to reroll.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
probably a good idea. Unfortunately, you still get the GM intrusion, but you might still be successful.
Mm-hmm. That's fine.
Just roll a 20.
I'm gonna do my
Roll a
best, man.
20. Just crit.
Nope.
Ah.
Ooh.
2, a 1 and a 2. Wow.
Oh my god.
Well, it's less
Y-
speed cost to me, so that's awesome.
yeah. You try and drive
Wait.
your sword
I have.
in here.
Can I give you an? I will give you another XP to reroll.
Oh God. The sunk cost fallacy.
Oh my god.
The GM intrusion is still coming, guys.
I know, I
Yes.
know. Still a fail.
Ugh. Damn.
Wow.
Oh god.
You drop to your knees.
Yep.
You
I'm so sorry,
stab
Abigail.
into this.
That's okay.
The tendrils come around your head and they blind you.
Blind me? Well,
So you're hindered by
okay.
2 steps on anything requiring sight.
Yay.
Yay.
I'm doing so good.
Tiara.
Should have
Tiara,
just
you're
dumped
still
in all the
asleep because
effort.
Tommy hasn't woken you up. You can make me a level 7 might check to try and break out of the sleep.
Sure.
Damn.
As the round ends, sorry, not as the round ends, because Kaiser cast it. The light continues to shrink. By the time it comes around to Kaiser again, there will be no light on the stairs, and they will be cloaked once
Oh,
again.
goodness,
black
I better
as
be
the
making
tendrils will
some-
take them back over.
Double action speed checks here. Good lord.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Abigail, toe
Uh,
to toe.
I'm gonna menace Sonator.
Sure, level 9.
Level 9.
You have an asset.
What type of check would that be?
Intellect. I presume you are mentally forcing him.
I guess I would be.
Unless you were trying to stab it and somehow use the energy of the sword.
Can I do
manipulate
that?
energy, in which case that
I
can be
would
a might.
love-
It can be a might check. Yeah, you would
Great.
love that.
I would love that.
Still level 9.
Level 9. Submit. Okay, I'm going to put in 2 levels of effort. Sonator is my quarry, but I have also an asset in
So 9 minus 4, you're at 5.
The word.
yes, that's the word I was looking for. And I can only have 2 assets, right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I am going to use a XP to reroll that.
All right. Before you re-roll that,
Okay.
would you like to use the XP for a player intrusion instead? Because
Ooh.
this is an option you guys tend to forget about.
If you'll allow me, yes, I would love to use the XP as a player intrusion to make that my menace happen.
All right. You drive the sword in, you feel this tug of war, and between the darkness and whatever is underneath it, you push with the power of the darkness inside you, something you didn't think you could use it for, but you try it anyway. And the darkness inside you comes to heal, and thrown off by this extra energy, this strange opposition from something that it thought was an ally, you force the darkness. I was just going to say, she used a player intrusion at my suggestion. You force the darkness out of Suvi, and the woman's face tips down and looks at you in a strange sort of recognition, as this massive clump of darkness begins to swirl around looking for somewhere to land.
Yeah. As I drive the sword into this lady in an attempt to exorcise the darkness from her, I say, "It is time for this planet to wake up."
Ooh.
As it passes and she looks at you, she goes, "What light have you brought?" There is confusion. She, intimately familiar with Esmeril's presence, knows that you are not that thing.
Yeah.
Roll me we're gonna roll a luck die. Roll me
Ooh.
a d20, Abigail. Higher is better for you. Great d20.
9.
This thing swirls around and settles upon, as you predicted,
Yeah.
her consort.
Yeah.
As it settles in, you see the body start to stir, and instead of a man rising up, it begins to reshape itself and transforms into a giant creature with the head of a
What? I don't need
cobra-like
to be
snake.
there.
You're also blind, so you
Yep.
you just
Oh,
don't
shit.
fucking know.
I'm gonna be eaten. I'm gonna be eaten.
Oh, that's cool.
Question. I have a question, Greg.
Let's go,
Because I
Bruno.
used a XP for a player intrusion, do I still take the might from my roll?
No. We're good.
Okay. Okay. Thanks. Thank.
We'll do a little retconning.
Appreciate you.
Kaiser.
All right. Kaiser's seeing the pillar of light wane. Greg, may I expend an XP for a player intrusion?
Absolutely.
Could I have grabbed the top of the staff after it
Sure.
broke? I want to turn that thing into a torch. Once again
Cool.
ignited with Desimata's light,
Very nice.
using my energize object.
Awesome. Do you carry it with you, or do you heave it somewhere?
So what's the penalty for not making speed check to take another action?
You can't take the action. You still get as far as you do, but you use up all your time getting there instead
Gotcha.
of being able to get there fast enough to make an action.
I see. So I would like to attempt to do so. It is difficulty 4.
Level 4. Yep, always.
That is a failure.
Jeez. Oh.
So you get to the base of the stairs, which means that even with that, the lower half, or so you haven't lit it yet, right? Because that would have been your action. Or is the
Yeah.
player intrusion to light it?
The player intrusion was to have it until have it lit.
Yeah, have it lit already.
Yeah.
Cool. So the bottom half of this, like you run up, you can't get up to Kiara, but the bottom half of the stairs, which is as far as she got,
Right.
is now lit again, and you will have traction when you go to climb it.
Wonderful.
Basically, this torch covers either the top or bottom half of the stairs.
Right.
And as long as it burns, it will keep the darkness at bay. So if you guys are at the top, it's extremely difficult for someone else to follow you. But other than that, you're in great shape.
Okay.
Tommy slaps poor Kiara in the face. He's like, "It ain't no time for sleeping. What are you doing? Get up." You come to. That is his action, ironically.
Good action.
Yep. Abigail, 2 skeletons get close to you. 2 more get close to Suvi, who is now considered an enemy.
Yep.
This one
Yep.
heads for the stairs. And this one heads for Beatrice. You can hear the scraping and
Yep.
scratching.
I'm doing grand.
And you sense that the thing in front of you has changed size drastically.
Cool. Can it
Hang on,
understand
I gotta
me?
go check on my daughter. Hang on.
It's hostile to me, but maybe I could do something about it. Let me persuade.
All right, dog needs out. 5-minute break.
Yep.
Should we just take our 10-minute?
Yeah.
We'll be back.
Yep. Back to you. The deer.
Got ourselves a Donnybrook.
What?
Donnybrook. Right. It's a hockey term.
Oh, okay.
It's also I think it's a British term. I can't remember where.
It sounds like one.
Might have had a chance with the British, but yeah, hockey, nope.
Yeah, a scene of uproar and disorder, a heated argument. North American English, Australian, and New Zealand English.
Mm.
Mid-19th century origin from the name of a suburb of Dublin, Ireland, formerly famous for its annual fair.
Hmm.
Why is a fight called a Donnybrook? The notorious Donnybrook Fair, an annual event held in Donnybrook, Ireland from the 13th to the 19th centuries. It was famous for its endless drunken brawls.
Sounds
So
pretty Irish, yeah.
when everybody ends up on the ice in a hockey game, sometimes you'll hear, "We've got ourselves a Donnybrook,"
All
which
right.
I think is just such a cute colloquialism.
That is cute. I like that.
Oh, we got ourselves a Donnybrook here, boys.
All right, all right, oh.
I'm sorry. All I can hear is, "Yeah, bud. Okay, sure. That's
Yeah,
okay."
you got
bud."
yourself a
Peter,
Donnybrook happening down
Yeah.
on the rink ice there. You got to get your skates on, get your gloves off, and pull that jersey up over their head, eh? That way they
I
can't
want to.
be.
In your next game, I think we need a Canadian dragon.
I'm just going to breathe on you the fire, so you better hold your ground there, eh?
Very. Peter, bud. That's my treasure you're going after.
you gotta
Breath weapon is
be
either hot maple syrup or cheese and
gravy.
gravy.
Just lots of
Molson.
gravy. Molson, yeah, Molson
Molson.
Canadian. Get yourself a couple of Molsons there, and I'm just going to wash you away. My claws are made of a genuine, genuine Alberta fossil.
There are some pretty
Yeah.
impressive ones there, that's for sure.
You know how they got rid of them rats? Is me.
Oh, that was good. That was good. For a very long time, I totally thought rats were like old-timey shit that didn't really that weren't really a thing. Because I'd never seen a rat my entire life, up to that point. And yeah, kind of found it's like, no, that's just where you live. It's like, oh, what?
I've seen photos of New York sewer rats.
Oh, they're huge, man.
Yeah, no
They're
thanks.
so fucking huge. Biggest rat I've ever seen though is still Thailand. That thing was the size of a cat. And I know because it was next to a cat. It was very big.
Cat for scale.
I mean, to be fair, the cat was pretty scrawny, but still.
Yeah, there is something, a Canadian dragon, also a Newfoundlander dragon.
Yeah.
Hey there, you just can't come hanging out round in the lair. It's full of cod. You're just going to be slipping and sliding everywhere you go.
And you could have a BC dragon who's just related to Puff, you know?
Breath weapon is totally harmless unless you inhale.
It's totally fine. Just be chill.
Take 12d12 chilling damage.
Yeah, they have high charisma.
I was watching
It's a
Graham.
it's a bow.
Yeah, there's the bow. Graham Greene died a couple weeks ago. I was so sad because he was one of my favorite actors, and I ended up watching a bunch of clips from Thunderheart with Val Kilmer and him in it, and he's perfect every time. Like
Mm.
he's an Indian in at a reservation. He's a cop on the reservation, but he goes. The FBI shows up and he's like, "Yeah, I know. The Federal Bureau of Interference, or no, Federal Bureau of Instigation is what he calls it," and he just rolls off his tongue.
Oh no.
But yeah, you Americans don't know who Graham Greene is, but he was in Dances with Wolves. Pretty sure it was Dances with Wolves. Yeah, every thoughtful North American Indian who was also kind of tough that you ever saw in a movie, about a 50-50 chance of it being Graham Greene.
Yeah.
He was in Dances with Wolves, and he was in The Green Mile, and Wind River.
Where do
I'll
I
be honest,
recognize this guy from?
Graham Greene?
Hey,
I don't
stop.
know. There's a ton, like again,
He's
if there's
just
a
the native guy in a
Yeah.
lot of movies.
but he's also funny. Like he's always
Oh, he's
memorably funny,
hilarious.
even if the character's not supposed to be funny. Like he's just like he has that mischievous
He-
little thing going on all the time.
I always forget player
Oh, yeah, he's in
intrusions
Twilight.
can be used.
Yeah, that's what I was
I-
thinking of. Yeah.
I was like, I'm pretty sure this is
He's
the
a
main,
tweenie,
like the
yeah.
guy.
He's Harry Clearwater.
Mhm.
Yeah. In Twilight. I always forget player intrusions can be used for more than what is listed in the book.
Yeah, which I think is funny because like I get to GM intrude on all kinds of shit. Go ahead and player intrude on me.
Well, it's cool because like it makes me think of how cleverly Lauren here used. Are we in a new area?
Would like to produce one
Can
useful
this
item.
one useful item?
Oh yes.
God, NSBU is such a
It's a fucking trip, man.
Insane.
yeah.
Stop.
Oh my God.
Insane.
Stop.
So I would before we get back to the action, Natalie, I would just like you to know that I pulled the Spaceballs in the last episode, and as a crew, we went to Blockbuster so we could rent a copy of the movie we were in to figure out how it was supposed to end. But then we realized that any copy of this movie lets you go into the movie, so we went into our copy of the movie and replayed the opening sequence so that we could fix the stuff we screwed up and get a thing we needed. It was just
It was great.
That's fucking crazy.
It was like, what the fuck are we even doing?
I want to see this done with a horror movie, but instead of
Ooh,
the
that'd be
players,
cool.
instead of the players being like potential victims,
They're the
I want them
monsters.
to be the monsters. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that sounds amazing. I love that.
Oh my god, Dead by Daylight as an NSBU. All right.
Oh my god.
Beatrice, I believe you have just been awakened. Have you done anything yet?
No, am I still blinded?
Oh, sorry. Yes, you are still blinded.
Yeah. Kiara was.
Sorry.
Kiara was.
Yeah, Kiara
Kari
was
get a
just
chance to do
awakened.
anything?
My bad.
She goes.
No, not yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Still blinded. I hear shambling thingies coming up to me. I know the fact that this thing has changed. Can't see exactly where I'm at because I'm blinded, so running away is not a great. I mean, it's an option.
Yeah, there are no opportunity attacks. You can try and get 30
Okay.
feet away from whatever it is. You can.
Okay. Potentially. Could I also am I like blind, like I can't see, like they're still covering my eyes or anything, or
It just went utterly black when she said
okay.
when you tried to stab into him.
Okay.
You assume it is some sort of effect of the actual darkness that you interacted with.
Mm-hmm. I kind of wanna. This is gonna sound crazy, and we could say no to this, but I kind of want to. Put my hands over my eyes and try to see if I can, like, in a sense, do a little bit of what Kaiser and Abigail have done, which is like take a little control of this darkness that's in front of me. Not like Sonitor, but just like grab onto it a little bit and just like force
Burn
it
out the
off of me.
darkness.
Yeah,
Set it on fire.
I
I was
could.
gonna
That
say,
sends my
do
face on
you
fire.
want to harness? Do you want to harness the darkness or harness the light of Ruatil? These are the questions.
I kind of want to see if I can try to harness the darkness, but I feel like it's gonna fuck me over real good.
Your
kinda wanna
experience with
try
the
it.
darkness is
I wanna try
limited.
it. I want to try it.
Okay, make a level 7 intellect check.
Okay, I'm gonna put some, you know, some effort into it. I don't have any assets for this. Oh!
Success with a
Nice.
19, minor effect. I will let you absolutely. Here is the realization I will offer you. You cannot cure your blindness immediately, but
Mhm.
you intuit that if you drop and lie down and play dead with this cloak of darkness over you, that everything will leave you alone, thinking that you are no longer a target.
Okay, yeah. Immediately gonna drop.
That's cool.
Yeah, you watch your sister, and there's just a little flicker of green and black, and she is now under the cloak that this other thing was under. This huge snake-like thing looks left and right and then up and directs its attention towards the staircase. Um, I need to give it an initiative turn. I don't think I have I? No. Sure. Mm, oops, that was not the thing I wanted to give it. Not you. You go away. You. So we were just on. So now it is Kiara's turn. I don't think any of you know that she just voluntarily dropped.
Nope, yeah. Just bloop.
You were effectively hiding.
Yep.
Okay.
Kiara, a rotund man is slapping you in the face.
Ah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna tell him we gotta keep going. And yeah, we gotta get that lens set up.
So the upper half of the staircase is black right now. Kaiser is at the bottom, holding the last half of the staff of Desimata towards you, lighting you up. But when you look up, all of the steps are black. It is a
Can I
level. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh sorry, go ahead.
You could. There is a difficulty for it, but if you want to try something else, by all means.
I'm wondering what would occur if I took my pot of light and tried like
Ooh.
pouring it over my invisible heat sword.
Interesting choice. I thought you were going to pour it over your boots or something.
I thought of that. Honestly, that was my first thought. To make like little stepping things for people to follow me on. But then I thought maybe I could just cut a path if the light
I
can
Ooh.
would say that
interact with
present it with the way that the darkness sits. The first thing would be more logical from Kiara's perspective than the second one,
the first thing being the boots.
being the boots or
Okay,
being like directly affecting something at ground level. Yeah,
yeah, all right. I'm gonna stick with that then.
cool.
Kara's a pretty practical person.
Indeed.
That presents a very interesting visual.
Footsteps in the dark, glowing
You
footsteps.
pour this on your feet. No check required because your feet are right there. And you start to run up this, like step up the stairs, remembering that Tommy behind you is obviously not going to be able to keep pace with like sprinting up the steps.
Yeah.
And he looks and he goes, "It's not what I expected to be happening today at all. I'm right behind you."
All right.
You head up to the top.
Yep.
Abigail.
Okay. The old sun god's name was Esmeril, right?
Yes.
Okay. So she asked what light I I carry, and I'm going to look at her and I say, I carry the light of Desimata. I'm sorry to say Esmeril is no more, but if you petition and call out Desimata's name, she will help guide you. And then I'm going to turn around and I'm going to whack one of these skeletons.
Cool. They only defend as a level 2. Take your hacks.
Wonderful. Right. Level 2.
Level 2.
Oh no. Apologies. I clicked the wrong button.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
Nice. And that was a medium weapon, so that's 5 damage.
Cool. Total?
Yes.
Yeah, you smash him. It kind of knocks off balance. It barely recovers its balance. It's looking lousy. I will miss the one at the very bottom that you've hit of the map. She looks at you. She looks skyward and says, well, she looks over and just glances around the pillar of the staircase, and she goes, "He is not to be looked upon. It will damage you to see him." And then she goes, "Desimata, I beseech you, I am always here to accept the light from above and spread it below." And you see immediately a flash, and a column of light shoots through the darkened ceiling, and she lights up, and she looks at both of her hands as they twinkle with a new golden light. Next round, she'll be able to act for you guys.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
This thing skitters across. The snake whips very quickly, and Kaiser, you can, as this thing approaches you, you do hear the priestess say about not looking at it. You smell it before you feel it. It has an acrid, like stinging your nostrils kind of smell. This thing is poisonous in some strange way, and it reaches out and strikes you. It is a level 5 defense roll, speed defense.
Okay.
You have an asset because you are infused with everything. You hear Abigail call out, "Don't look at it!"
That is a failure.
Indeed. You take 5 damage. Now make a might defense roll, also level 5.
Could I
You have
spend my last XP to reroll? Because I feel like this is going to hurt.
It is going to hurt. Yes, you can spend an XP to reroll.
Okay. Hey, there we go.
Sweet.
XP well spent.
Yeah, this thing goes to stab at you. It lurches forward. You swing the light of Desimata, and it kind of loses track of it as the bright light flashes in front of its face. This thing has scales that are like bony and hard sticking out of it, almost like rocks. And it's your turn.
Hey, having swung the staff to cast this thing off of him, he says, "Do not let it touch you. It reeks of vile poison." Okay. I seem to be okay.
Sorry.
You are the only one with light left now. Your
The only one with light
companion
left now.
has used her secret sauce to clear the stairs.
Right. Mhm. And doing so was to clear a path for Tommy. I'm figuring.
Yeah.
Okay. Kaiser's going to ascend the stairs. But if I may do so,
If you make the level 4 speed check, you can also perform an action.
I don't know if this would work, but I will ask if it will. If I am to use fast talk on Tommy to immediately march up the stairs because his life depends on it, would that give him any sort of additional ability to move?
Yeah, sure. I'll let him. So are you also climbing, or are you?
Yes. So I'm going
You're
to
climbing, and then
attempt
you're
this speed
speed
difficulty.
check.
Yes.
Yeah, and then if you make the action to tell Tommy, Tommy will be able to make an action once he gets up to the top of the stair,
Wonderful.
or be an asset right away. Yeah,
Ooh,
try to give you an advantage with.
That is a success.
nice.
Cool. So you are halfway up the stair. Whoops! Now you're all stretched. Trying to fix you. Um, where are you? You're under here. There we are. So you get halfway up. Tommy was already halfway up with Kiara, and really stretching everybody today. No, not like that. Thought Tommy was fat.
I'm feeling a bit wired today, guys.
I'm having a bit of trouble. Why is that?
And now
There
I've
we
got
are.
real fin.
Yeah. So we'll say he sprints up the stairs, and he looks at Kiara, and he slides the thing off of his back, and he goes, all right, I thought the order of operations would be. I don't think it matters what the order of operations is. Give me a hand with this.
Yep.
And you will have. We'll make it eased by 2 steps instead of 1. Now that the Tommy has been impressed to get up. I think the battery in my mouse is dying, which is really annoying. The skeletons. Abigail, make 4 level 3 defense rolls. And the rest of them all just get to the base of the stairs and can't go any further. Actually, no, Abigail, make 2. The other 2 are attacking the priestess, Ubi.
You said speed defense?
Yes. Ducking and dodging clubs and bones. Sweet. Wish you could just say "and again."
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
And again.
Again.
Beatrice, everything has left you alone. You feel you can sense there's no movement or motion around you. Make a level 5 might defense. See if you can get your vision back.
Oh, maybe. Put 1 tier of effort into that. Level 5, you said?
Yep.
Stop it. Sorry, he's counter surfing today.
No dice. You are blind. You can still that doesn't take your turn. That's just an effort to wipe away the darkness or something.
All right. I'm gonna try to make a chance to get up the stairs.
Cool.
So
Level
I don't
4
know. I'll
speed check.
start running this way, I guess.
Yeah, you get to the side of the stairs and you start to clamber. You're looking for somewhere to grab to hoist yourself up because you're at the side of a spiral staircase.
Yep. That's all I can really do.
If you make a level 4 speed check, you can also do an action
Okay.
if you want.
Let me see. No effort on this though. Yay!
Yeah, you haul yourself up over the railing. You get a sense that you can hear a bunch of things scrambling down below. You can use
Okay.
like a blessing of the gods or something on them. You don't have to see them.
Yeah,
You're just hindered by 2 steps on stuff where you can't see it.
Yeah, I think I might actually.
They only defend
Yeah,
it
I'll
in level
cause
2, the skeletons.
I'll cause one of the skeletons to burst into
Catch
flames.
fire?
Yeah,
Cool. I don't think that's a
it
check.
costs 2
How many?
intelligence points, but I can
Right.
handle that.
But you have edge, don't you, in intelligence?
Yeah.
How much edge?
Oh, so it cost me nothing.
Yeah, it's free. He
I
just burst
forgot.
into
I
flame.
forgot. Yeah.
How many points of damage does that do?
It's 2
1?
points, I believe, and
2
then
points?
1 retinue continues on.
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
So you watch.
No, it inflicts 1 ambient damage each round. The fire is still extinguished. I don't know how much it catches on immediately, but
We'll give him 2. That's fine.
okay.
Yara, you and Tommy are at the top. You have no light, but you have the lens.
All right.
You're on top of the roof. The cold breeze has hit you. The roof is blanketed in all of this darkness. You're looking far off into the distance. The sun is like between the clouds, popping in and out on this windy day. You are at the top of a mountain, and this great dark orb waiting, begging for light. And you have a giant lens you're trying to affix to it, made by someone who had never seen this thing in their lives. So it's a level 6 speed task to try and affix this in a way that will work. You have an asset from Tommy.
All right. I'm wondering if my assessing function might help.
Sure. Yep.
All right, cool. So then I get 2 assets. And it was a speed roll.
6.
What was the level? Sorry.
6.
Thank you.
Still 6.
All right, 6. And I will put in some effort because I can. And then I get assets.
Nice.
Wooch.
Let's go.
Tommy has a series of straps and like a clamp and other things, and he's like, "Oh, well, you can't attach it directly to this. Oh no, that's a good idea. If you hold it there, okay. There's a little post over here, and you're on this domed roof, looking for like attachment points and strap down points, trying not to slide in the slick darkness and the cold snow on top. But you get it aligned over top of this giant globe." That is now just waiting to be lit by Desimata's light. Abigail,
Alrighty.
you're beside an ally now, incredibly.
I am currently beside an ally, and I'm gonna look at her, and I'm gonna say, "See what you can do about the giant snake thing. I'll take care of all of these, zombos, as Beatrice likes to call them. And
Jenny.
since they are all within
Jenny.
immediate distance of me, I'm going to threaten them."
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
It hinders their next action. Cool. So they're all going to attack his level 2s next time.
2.
She strides over and shoots a beam of light out of her hand that rips a huge gash in this black skin of this thing. And as it erupts outward, you can see it like a whole second layer. Like this is just like an outer shell of darkness, and the entire creature inside is still intact. She's basically like cutting through the cloth on the outside with a beam of light. It looks like she's gotten about halfway through.
Cool.
What is his name? We would call out for him.
Snake Man.
She goes, Hansur, I know you are in there. You just need to come out. And yeah, she's hacking away. Tremendously powerful woman.
Mm-hmm.
Wielding
I
magic
figured she
light.
would be.
Assuming
Yep.
a head priestess would be. Yeah.
Seems legit, yeah.
This snake runs up the stairs and tries to strike at Kaiser again. Level 5. Let's roll. Boo, yeah.
I'm gonna apply some effort. I gotta dig deep for this.
Yeah, it's probably good.
This is gonna suck afterward, but I'm gonna apply 2 effort. Oh,
Yay.
Success, because you only rolled a 7. That's kind of
Yay.
important.
I am down
Yay.
to 3 now.
Oh shit!
Same.
You hear it clang into the railing as its teeth sink in. You take 1 might damage from being in proximity to it as this acid
Ooh,
breath
down to 2.
stings you
Oof.
Ooh.
as ambient damage. Now it's your turn, Kaiser.
Okay. I'm going to ascend the stairs.
Absolutely. You're going to make that speed check to see if you can do an action.
Yes. Difficulty 4.
Yep.
I'm going to apply 2 levels of effort. Oh.
No!
Oh.
You
I'm gonna give Kaiser my last XP to reroll that.
Sweet.
Nope.
Oh,
Ah!
sorry. It was like, oh, let's
That's
try.
okay. That's okay.
You get up to the top of the stairs, but as you do, these tendrils start to close back in on you. One of them grabs you and
Louis.
tears at you for 3 points of damage less armor,
No.
which puts you hindered, I believe.
I'm indeed hindered.
But you have made it to the top. Tommy turns and looks at you and he goes, I don't know what this whole business is about other than getting up here. How do I help? And he's like, he pulls the bag open and it's usually just a pile of bits and bobs, junk, tools, shards. He's like, anything, what do you need?
Kaiser holds out. As he's being pulled back down the stairs, he holds out this reliquary filled with Desimona's light.
Tommy,
Tommy
do it.
grabs it and takes it out of your hand and turns, and you can see a man who desperately wants to do the right thing, the proper way. He wants to figure it out very, very badly. And he looks at you, Kiara, and he's waiting for you to give him something to go on because he knows these two things need to be connected to one another, but he's afraid that he's going to screw it up. But he accepts that it's for now it's in his hands. The skeletons, all 4 attack Abigail. That's 4 level 2 checks. The other ones come up the stairs. One of them attacks Beatrice. You are hindered by 2, so it's a level 4 defense roll.
Cool. Speed, I'm assuming.
Yep.
Oh, I might be hindered in a second, guys.
You take 3 damage,
Okay, I'm not
less
hindered.
armor.
Okay. I'm really hurt though. I'm not hindered.
Oh.
Minor effect, you can do damage back to that one.
Hell yeah.
Oh, heck yeah. 3 damage, please.
Fuck yeah.
Yep, that one smashes into a pile of bones.
Hell yeah.
We'll assume that was the one you already hit. And you
Cool.
got one
I'm good with
more
it.
defense roll.
GM intrusion.
GM intrusion.
Oh my
As you-
god!
Oh, these are really coming out today, huh?
Yeah, as you
Oh.
smash through that, you get exposed to the darkness tendrils sweep around you as you're like focused on these physical enemies. You're not keeping that mental state up for the darkness, and suddenly you are blinded.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Beatrice.
That was my carish voice. That slipped out there.
Gary shows up at the end of the
Alright.
campaign.
Suddenly,
show
an
up.
elemental appears.
Yeah.
Beatrice,
Loves to fight.
level 5 might check. Don't put any. You can
I
put
don't
effort
have-
in if you want. This is to not
No,
be.
that's
blinded.
gonna hinder me.
Yeah. There you go. To not be blinded, level 5 might check. Just shake it off.
Oh
Oh my
god.
What the hell, you guys?
Kaiser's light has actually left the bottom of the stairs.
Oh
And
great.
you start to slide down past into the midst of all of these skeletons.
Awesome.
I
I'm
feel
gonna
bad for you that this has not been your fight though. This has
Yeah.
been brutal for you.
I'm gonna run up. I'm just gonna keep running.
All right, level 4 speed check to try and run up the stairs.
Okay.
'Cause they are all slippery.
Level 4. Yes. Ugh.
Sweet.
All right.
You
I'm
run out of the
moving.
way. You brush against this giant rocky serpent as you go by, and you're like, "Oh shit, that's up here too." Kiara, you are standing beside Tommy with a vessel of the purest light of Desimata in his hands.
All right.
He has not actually taken an action at this point. He has kind of frozen up in the moment.
So, looking at this, this is this at all similar to the vision she had had where, um, like the first time she had felt the Zwatork's effect? Just because I'm wondering if she knows where to light up the beacon.
Um, I would say make. What is she thinking of when she's doing this? I'm not worried about the check, but what is she thinking about when she sees him with this?
Mhm.
She's thinking about Zwatorix or Desimata or Tommy or the fact that it's
She's
not
thinking
Kaiser. Like,
she's thinking of her family. She's thinking of the light that they are lighting the way, like lighting a beacon for everybody she cares about. That's absolutely what she's thinking about. She's thinking of a giant beacon that's going to guide people.
what does she say to Tommy?
Hmm. Fuck. I feel like they should be wise words, but I've got nothing. So she's going to be her practical self. What are you waiting for? Light the beacon.
The task is a level 4 task, and Tommy is a level 4 um, uh, person, NPC. Your encouragement to just go ahead and do it. He uncorked it and he raises it up to the very top of this. And Tommy's short and has to stretch to get his hand to the very top as he
Yeah,
begins to
Tommy.
pour light, and it cascades downward. And he goes, "Light is life, right?" And
Yes.
all of the darkness is burned away off of the coating of this and is a massive single glass crystal with the tiniest little bubbles of inclusions in it that begins to get revealed. And as it is revealed, even the scantest bit of sunlight that hits it gets reflected and amplified into the
Yay.
center and emanates outward like a lighthouse lens as you see it get brighter and brighter. And Tommy steps back and he kind of, his hand goes slack, and you hear the sound of the bottle plunking off of the roof and starting to roll down the stairs. As this darkness burns away, so too does the darkness inside the temple.
Hell yeah.
And
Yay!
the light starts to fill the room. The skeletons have all of this sheared off of them and go limp and dormant, merely turning themselves into piles of old bones. The serpent at first gets its outer coating ripped away, and then it shrinks back down into the form of a man who looks disoriented and confused halfway up the stairs. As you are standing on the very top of the roof, Kaiser, you feel the loosening of this grip of these tendrils. You stand up and look around, and in the distance, where strange shadows and distortions hid, there is a brightness that flows into every nook and cranny across every mountaintop. And then you see things as the light falls shift, and all of the colors and tones switch very quickly to what you recognize to be that strange infralight that was underneath. That this beacon, although it will glow gold, it has this filtered effect, this not a lack of brightness. For certain, it has spread just as far as it ever would, but turned 30 degrees towards some other thing that is being revealed about heat and cold in your vision. And you look around at one another, and there is that blue and violet sheen on all of your faces. Most of you quite hot in the cheeks as you have been panting and sweating and struggling for the past few minutes to try and make this happen. You have lit the beacon for Zuatorix, and you have burned away the darkness in this place. For good.
Yay.
Are the unkept still here?
Nope, they
No?
have all been
Yay.
swept away and turned dormant.
Oof.
Tommy, you did it!
I thought, okay, it's done, right?
Yep.
Right?
hmm
We're good?
Yeah.
We're safe?
Yeah, well, we all know Horatio's visions mean shit now, so that's great.
You see
Yeah.
Kaiser slowly pull himself up from his prone position. The shadow on his fingertips begins to pull away, as does
Yay!
the light, as does the Viridian crown
Yes!
and the orange tattoo on his throat. He walks toward the beacon and stares at it. He turns to face his friends. This is what we came here to do. And we have done it. Tommy, you have done it. And as these four forces must now exist in a harmony that they have not known for some time. I offer one more gift to them.
Mercy. Yay.
He climbs atop where the lens is, and he begins to sing. Says, my very soul stands as the light of this beacon that wakes the weary and illuminates the lives of all. The close eyes are the sleep that those who toil must have at day's end. My breath shall carry the comfort of home, family, camaraderie. And my voice shall be the call that inspires one to be better oneself, to innovate, invent, and aspire to be great. Everything that I am is to grant the blessing that our people have. Visitors from a far-off star who can seemingly do the impossible. I give my all to the last, that those native to the star may live as blessed as we are. As these magics disappear from Kaiser's form, just as the shadow melts away from his fingertips, the light following suit, Kaiser begins to be enveloped in this light. And in a single moment, he is gone. You are left with a few more words, and all shall sing as we once did in harmony, to show that we, as seeds planted in this soil, must also nurture ourselves and one another, that we may change within and without. And Kaiser is nowhere to be found.
The rest of you reach the roof, including Suvi. You see 4 orbs surrounding this central beacon. One black, one red, one gold, and one green. Slowly rotate around it. Each one basks in its light. If you stand quiet above, look carefully at one of them, be still your heart and your mind, and hear Kaiser sing. Ruby looks at you and she goes, much has changed and is changing. We must talk about the future, yes?
He gave himself up so we'd have
Yes.
one. We should make it count. On a future he'd want us to have. One of mercy and understanding and compromise. Looking at the orbs circling around.
It is hard for me to understand why I would need a little darkness in the temple, but now that it is here, I think it is incumbent upon me. Think about that. Is Horst okay?
Yes.
Esmeril was able to do something in the end. Let me see what is left of my world. Who are you people? And she starts to walk down the stairs as you start to try and explain what your situation is. Over the next couple of days, the valley that is no longer cloaked in darkness provides quite passable for your friends who were left, and they inform those who dwell below that there is an area where they may rise and bask in the sunlight without fear. They come to the surface, some hesitant and confused by what it is to have an open sky above them, others full of sketches and plans and talk about opportunity and building a place that is called home, where home has never been for them. Nero is, of course, devastated to have lost her father, but when it is explained that he remains in some way, some essence, he spends the better part of a day up on the roof of the temple, sitting, thinking, sometimes crying. When she comes back down, she asks Beatrice if she really does intend to make a better world. All of her energy and time and ability. What answer does
Yes.
she give?
Fuck yes. Because I didn't know he was fucking leaving, so fuck him. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
She smiles and she goes, well then, fuck yes, I am going to do it with you.
No one better by my side outside of Dante. You both are tied.
Wow, she goes, of course. Someone needs to be the muscle and someone needs to be the body. And then you can be the brains.
Is the muscle not also the body?
Don't ask questions. I have it all figured out.
Oh. Oh.
Your love, your amore, your husband comes. And when he sees that Kaiser is not with you, he looks at you, Kiara, and says, I need to know, did Kaiser break the rules? And do I need to give him a piece of my mind?
No. He put himself into the light. He's always going to be here. Amongst us, he'll be the only one who didn't die. Because what
Think
he
all of
did
us
is
are
going to be here
eventually
forever.
going to break?
Eventually, unfortunately.
Well, what kind of rule is that? And he gives you a big squeeze and he goes, oh, I'm so happy that we are in the same place at the same time. We can go back and get the kids and then we will show them what it's like to be climbing a mountain. And then after that, I don't even know what we do after that. I was so focused on just not
Whatever we
having.
want, that's what we do. Whatever we want.
Okay. Okay.
And
Shakes your
I'm
hand.
going to look at him and I'm going to say, first thing though, we need to figure out how to make proper coffee. Because I don't think we can build a future without it.
Of course. First of all, we need the beans, which I understand are grown on mountains. And he looks sort of at the
Good
light.
news!
He goes, but of course, I don't know what you grow under the weird light. Something surely grows. We will figure it out. Abigail, unlike the others who had someone specific coming to accompany them, there is not specifically a kindred spirit to accompany you. When the sun comes up, you feel the warmth of Desimata's light, and when it goes down, you feel the cold comfort of knowing that darkness always has a place in the world, if only to tell us what the light is.
I think Abigail does take a moment alone, if she's able to get some time alone with the 4 orbs and Kaiser singing, and she sits and she just is able to exist within the moment and rest. I think she's able to.
Yay.
She understands what that means now. She understands that there's also a lot of work to do in the moment or in the future, but for now, she will rest.
Second night after the big confrontation, as things are beginning to take shape, everyone has joined back together, starting to make plans. You are up there, collecting yourself as the sun sets, and you see 2 golden lights, one to the south, one to the southeast. As the last little darkness, the last little bit of light slips below the horizon, and twilight comes, the green light lights southwest. And thus concludes Starbirth.
Wow.
Yay. Oh my
Crazy.
god, that was so good.
Oh, yeah.
Oof.
All right,
I
so
love that.
I would like a 10-minute break, and then I would like to know if you have an epilogue for your characters that's more specific than the little hint that we had there.
Sounds good.
And you can ask me questions as well. But yeah, I'll be
Mhm.
back in 10.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Back in.
Oh my god.
That
So
was
good.
insane. That was really
Oh.
good.
I think that Abigail's probably gonna have a pretty good epilogue. I don't know what you have in mind, but I feel like she's got something cool.
She's got a few things cooking. I was actually writing down the epilogue before the session started.
Yeah.
So, gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go to the restroom.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some toast. Bravo. Well done.
That was a lot of fun.
That was indeed.
Always fun to react to whatever Ben comes up with.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, what's this? Ooh.
The animation.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
They put for those of you wondering, it is the animation of the dark to light temple.
That's pretty cool.
That's gorgeous.
Ooh, look at it go. Pretty.
Weird panning, but it was fun.
Don't give me
Mid-journey,
a journey
baby.
that hard of a time.
Yeah. Joe Mid is trying as hard as he can.
Where's the
Joe Mid is. Yeah, I guess Kaiser's epilogue is short.
Oh yeah.
Or really long. He stays there forever.
As naive as he was still doomed. Or was it
Doomed to
destined?
Yeah. Doomed to be remembered. I want Lauren to come back so I can ask her about the last bit of character progression that she got now.
I know, right? I think I have an idea of what she might do, but I'm curious to see if I'm right.
Natalie had fun with Cypher and then learned a thing right at the last second.
Yes, I didn't realize I didn't have to put an effort into everything. That is new information to me.
And pick and choose your amount of effort too.
Well, now I know. So
I mean, it made sense for this particular character, though.
Mhm.
yeah,
She throws her full self into everything.
she does. Like, oh, I didn't realize that. That was like new information for me today.
She's like the Hank Green of this world.
Don't think she's as smart as
Oh.
Hank Green, but
Okay, she's got smart people for her, but she's got all the energy of like, I'm gonna start this, and then I'm gonna start this, and then I'm gonna start
don't
this.
eat grass. Yes.
Lauren. Come back, Lauren. Yeah, this is pretty low key compared to Never Stop Blowing Up, though.
Yes.
Pretty pedestrian. Haha.
Boom.
Good final fight, though.
It was a great
Oh
final
yes.
fight.
It wasn't
I'm
even
so
like
sorry.
it was
that.
definitely more of an encounter.
It's not your fault. I ran headlong into danger.
And then kept failing to get your sight back checked.
I know. I think I may have had the worst amount of rolls throughout this whole thing. I just was not rolling grand, but that's okay. It happens. Those are the dice gods.
I was not expecting you to scare the darkness out of my BBG. I thought you might cut the darkness away, but I didn't expect you to scare it out.
That was pretty
That's
cool.
that was pretty dope.
Tommy was so sweet.
We love Tommy.
What do I do?
I'm like I'm like,
What else would you do? Light the damn beacon.
Light, damn it!
well, you don't want to like have it by rote that the NPC does the big thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get.
Lauren, you're back.
Woo!
Okay.
I wanted to ask what you thought of your last little bit of character development there, foisted upon you by the.
Oh,
Literally,
shit, I closed out
you
literally
s-
everything.
You say you gave me the third option, and I was like, "Well, that's the one I'm definitely taking." You can't just
That
like
was
dangle
so
that in
fucking
front of me
cool.
and
Yeah.
not expect me to take it. So
Yeah.
I loved it. I absolutely loved it.
I wanted to go back to that first idea, right, of the campaign of mercy, of being
Mhm.
offered
Mhm.
a chance, right? And then how does that go into the future? I wanted to bring that theme back, kind of thing, and I thought you did a really good job of like explaining what Abigail's perspective was on it, and then when being told what it all boiled down to, as far as the goddess was concerned, it was like, oh, so that's why you
Goddess?
did. Okay,
Yeah.
so does Abigail have? I covered Geyser, whose epilogue is very short.
Yes, Kaiser has a one-line epilogue. Well,
Yeah.
a one-line, two-sentence epilogue.
Okay.
Left behind with Nero is a scroll of parchment that she would find probably the next morning. It says, "I cannot wait to show your mother what we've done."
Oh.
Oh.
My God.
That's it.
So what
I
do
do
you think
have.
Abigail gets up to? Yeah.
Oh, I have an epilogue written for her. But before I tell it, Kaiser, is it Volrin Dominici?
It is Volron Domination.
Volron. Okay. Cool. So this is Abigail's epilogue. After the light arrives, Tanya Abigail Barden works to understand the citizens who resided in the earth below. She and Tommy learn what they can about these strange inventions and eventually realize no matter how many times they try, they aren't able to explain these creations as well as the people who built them, let alone show people how to use them. So, Abigail creates a space that the followers of Zortorix can meet with the people who lived above and teach them what they discovered living under the earth for 1,000 years. And as the years go on and a newer generation arises, this space Abigail created morphs and expands to include ideas of Sonator and Ruatil. Eventually, someone proposes the idea of a school, a small one with much promise. And it's here where people learn many things, including the ways of mercy and compromise. And while Abigail's teaching days are long over, she is invited to come up with a name for the place she had a hand building. Now older and slower with age, Abigail stands in front of a small crowd and recites the school's chosen motto in front of a plaque with the etching of a sprouting seed. To learn is to know is to understand is to change. Welcome to Volrin's School of Thought.
Oh.
Oh. Fabulous.
Awesome.
Thank you. So yeah, that's Abigail's backstory. Or epilogue.
Epilogue.
Other than coffee, what does Kiara get up to?
Actually, would you mind if I went after Natalie? Because mine, little bit depends on what she does.
Natalie, did you have an epilogue
Yes.
for the incorrigible
Yes.
Beatrice?
After giving a second to rest and heal up from the most damage he's ever taken, and the realization that she will never be a frontline fighter, which is okay to her. um, she sets off with Nero and Dante and Horatia, basically, as a way to gain back her credibility a little bit, and sets off to find the other lost passage released, the remnants of it, specifically of the family to see if, our leader, whose name I can't remember right now.
You would find that Poppy, the eldest,
Mhm.
perished in the crash, but that the rather conniving and manipulative woman who you would know as the Nicoletta, the Whisperer,
Nicoletta.
did
Mhm.
survive.
Yeah, I
that
thought
crash.
she would. After finding that, she gathers up the whole family, like everybody for like a quote unquote family meeting. And basically says the way they've done things has to change. Um, they've been given a second chance, and to squander it again is just plain stupidity, which the family is not known for, and which she will not let them be known for. Um, she says, it sounds slightly, she says, she's fine with someone else if they want to challenge and say take the leadership role, but she does ask what they did to make sure the family stayed safe and stopped whatever was happening before they challenge it. And when no one's able to really do that, outside of maybe her sister, which she would be the only person she would like allow to do that,
Mm.
um, she's like, "Great, I'm in charge, so we're gonna listen and we're gonna do better." And the first thing that we're gonna do better is to incorporate ourselves with people live here because this is not just empty, vast land that we can do whatever we want. So she hopes to find an area which they can kind of set up main place for them that's not super in everybody's way. Um, Sets up a shrine to all four of the deities, and eventually, as time goes on, to Kaiser, um, and to have it constantly be in like surrounded by the four orbs in a sense, as in to let everyone know that this is all about compromise and no longer about control. Um, Any pushback she faces with not only Nero and Dante, but also her sister, um, to help keep the peace as much as possible when they can. And when those who do not wish to keep the peace arise, she can handle it as graciously as possible. Um, she is the first investor in Abigail's school, but I think she keeps that silent to Abigail. And the first investor in uh, Chiara and Fabio's coffee shop or whatever they open. But she also does try to take her niece under her wing a little bit and encourage both the creativity and the chaos that comes about, while also trying to maintain the order that is needed for it to be successful rather than destructive. And I think she lives to a decent old age. Doesn't ever have kids herself, but does adopt quite a few random strays here and there. It's surprising, I think, to a lot of people.
I mean, that's good. We got a lot of orphans, so
Yeah.
Hmm.
And tries to make the name be better in this area than a bunch of criminals sneaking around. Even though, don't get me wrong, she still does a little sneaky stuff behind the scenes when needed. Old habits die hard. So
Yeah, tough to let go. Tough to let go of your subterfuge completely.
see it sometimes.
Before Joe goes, I will say that Lucius becomes the Flamen Decimatas, the highest rank in the Church of
As he
Decimata.
should.
Good for Lucius.
As he should.
yay!
Hell yeah.
And he views the role of the Church as a thing that should give light to those who need it, not force light upon those who want it, or who don't want it, or who question it. There is, we'll get into the state of the world after this, but there is still a imbued sense of community and cooperation from Desimata's life. It is inherent in the thing itself, which you cannot divorce from it. But as we have said all this campaign, there is a long sliding scale of polarities about how you might enact that. And Lucius represents the best intentions when bringing the light to somewhere new, as more beacons get lit under his watchful eye as time goes on. Mr. Chiara.
Kiara acts at like she takes on the role of a bit of a go-between between those who were living with Zwatorix and her people, and very much works with her sister, keeping her sister in check. When her sister has really big ideas, Kiara is the person who comes and says, "That's great. I need you to come back 10 steps and tell me how we get there first." Um, Fabio very much becomes a big part of the community in terms of building community, building places that feel safe and fun. And he's the person who starts festivals and brings warmth where it's needed in the community. Um, I think Luca takes after his father in that way. Like, I think he's somebody who very much becomes part of the community. Cece has the best and worst qualities of her mother and her aunt and her father, and is unfortunately extremely smart and takes to all of the magics quite well. And unfortunately, she's got all of the good sense of her aunt because she adores her. So I think a good deal of Kiara's next few years is spent just trying to keep Cece from both killing and dying inadvertently.
She's
I
fine.
think,
Don't worry about it.
yeah, I think she's somebody who has deep curiosity and uh, go. I think she's one of the first people who really starts to play with that idea of being able to compromise and use all of the different energies. Um, and I think she probably would be known to hum a very familiar tune from a certain man who gave up his soul to give him this life. And yeah, Kiara lives a very happy life with her family, both estranged and the one she built for herself.
Yeah, as far as the rest of the world goes, um, the beacons have been lit in 3 different ways in these areas. And
Yeah.
there is some truth to the Flaman's prediction that the emergence of this society of underground dwellers is terribly disruptive in some ways, and also a great leap forward in others technologically that make it possible to grow more food, to build taller buildings, to do all of the things that like industrialization and the Enlightenment might do for people. Um, Also, any child who has even a fraction of the blood of an off-worlder is able to master more than one of the magics at the same time. And those who dwell below it take quite a bit of time to figure it out, but there is a method for extracting this adaptability from
Ooh.
the blood that can be
Ooh.
applied to one who has purely a native. But of course, that conflict and that question of whether you would sully yourself with such a thing from an off-worlder is contentious in some areas and accepted in others. So that is, and of course, the beacon that was lit with Thruatil's Green is an area that in my mind was the one that was the actual followers of Desimata and their ships, that they were so incensed that their goddess had abandoned them that they turned to Ruatil um, in order to use that power in order to survive and succeed. And in that has made in that place his religion perhaps stronger than anyone else's would be because they treat it as a religion first and as a practical thing second.
Oh,
Mm.
So the world goes forward for a period of years, and we
yay!
have another campaign. But those are some of the things that are sort of important to think about in terms of where we go from here. Because I know all of you were sort of waiting to find out what happened.
Yeah.
The world is still much
Absolutely.
cloaked in darkness, right? For a very long
Yes.
time. It is 1 point of light at a time, one beacon at a time, expanded to a place where you would feel safe. Sonitor is everywhere.
But not as everywhere as he once was. Yay.
No,
Pickens.
there are cracks in the armor, so to speak.
That's so fucking
I-
cool.
That was dope.
Thank you. I think you
That
guys
was
came up
good.
with really cool characters and really understood the assignment in terms of being on a short campaign and wanting to have these people understand something different about themselves in the world by the end of it. I mean,
Mhm.
obviously Kaiser cranked up to 11, but I
Yeah,
think it applied
man.
to it applied to all of them, that they found a place, they found something about this new place that changed who they were, which was really cool to see.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Honestly, I'm going to miss these people as much as I miss
I'm
missed
gonna
any
miss
group of
Aw.
Beatrice.
PCs.
I
Which is
look
funny
forward
'cause-
to like reading
yeah.
about Beatrice in some history books.
I
That's
love it.
Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of fun. It'll be
I-
really, really fun to learn about the history. Well, this campaign as our characters would be the history that we would
Oh yeah.
read about in the next campaign, and that's going to be really, really fun.
Yeah, and of course the other areas are like thematically very different campaigns. There is a as Joe has said, a tropical island pirate kind of themed
Yeah.
thing.
Some
There
crackers.
is a like a desert Egyptian type themed
Ooh.
kind of adventure of whistling sands and digging old ruins kind of thing. There's any it's a big planet. Any kind of potential
Mhm.
area that you want to play in, whatever strikes your fancy, let me know, because the rules about the world still apply regardless of where you end up with the background, with the scenery in the backdrop, right?
I would love to play a pirate.
So, anybody opposed to the idea of like islands, like
I
an
love a pirate.
archipelago?
I like the island idea. That's
I
fun.
do like an island.
Right?
We haven't done an island yet, you know?
I
No, we
know!
haven't.
Yeah, I'm
We've
cool
done a
with that.
flying mountain in space. We've done.
Which
On a turtle.
I can't
Well, not a
really
turtle, but
do
creature.
again.
You really
Same
kind of
way.
recreating Stephen King a little bit there, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys are down with tropical island archipelago with
I fucking love a tropical island. I
Yeah.
love pirates. I love being a nuisance. Or
And that would be a
completely
fun way
naive.
to explore the
Mhm.
planet as well. Like obviously this one is a lot of groundwork. Like we went just
Yeah.
across land. But
Yeah.
to explore it by the sea would be a cool
Mm.
new
an
whole thing
established
entirely.
place by the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be dope.
Yeah, well, you can also go from one culture to another on two sides of a body of
Yeah.
water, which is
Mhm.
often the way things happen, right? It's like, well, we
Yeah.
developed this, and then we headed this way, and when you reach somewhere else, it might only be a day or two's sail away, but it's completely different because,
Yeah.
Because
their
that's how
preference was
islands
different.
work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Question is, who's gonna be the one who can't swim on the ship?
This is an important question. It's important.
That's a good question.
You know, when I lived in
Um,
Indonesia, I met a bunch of fishermen who didn't know how to swim. Blew my mind.
Really?
Like native
Really
fishermen?
common. Yeah.
Wow, that seems that's their job to fish, though. I just feel like that'd be dangerous.
It
swimming
is.
is what
Yeah.
fish do. Fish
I guess
swim.
they could-
I
response is
catch
I
them.
don't. The response is I stay in the boat.
I mean, you know what?
Okay.
They're probably very good at staying in the boat, though. You
Yeah,
know,
that's
be real
true.
honest with
Yeah.
you.
I've seen the boats they go out in. I would want to know how to swim.
Yeah, me
With
too.
how
I've seen
ex-
those Indonesian tiny boats. I'm like, guys, you want to know how to swim?
But yay! So
Yay.
archipelago, tropical archipelago.
Tropical
Yeah.
archipelago.
Sounds good to me.
Yay!
That would be fun.
I'm so excited. I really, really, really wanted that to be next.
So yeah, I will think about some pitches based on a tropical archipelago. That's going to be a little bit because for some reason I'm in the midst of creating another campaign and trying to get it off the ground in like 2 weeks.
What?
What?
Near the Numenera campaign.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yep.
remaking Maximon, baby.
Woo!
But yeah, I'm stoked to think about things in that frame. Also, you don't have to all be pirates.
No,
But
I just like that environment. I'm so excited for that.
You think I'm not going to play a subsection of Elizabeth Swann or Orlando Bloom's character, Will Turner?
It would be fun to be rival pirates, Natalie.
Yes. Immediately, yes.
That would be so cool.
I love that idea so much. You
Maybe I'll
two.
actually play for the first time in my life as a man. Who knows?
That'd be cool.
Wow. They fall in love.
They fall in love.
You're the worst pirate I've ever heard of. Yes, but you
But you
have
heard
of
of
me.
God, I still haven't had rewatched The Black Pearl yet. I gotta do that this weekend. I gotta crochet this weekend. So.
Yeah, so I will try and think up some pitches, but obviously if you guys pitch a character in that helps me sort of orient what might fit into the pitch as well. So I will try and get you a
Yeah,
new
though.
character chat.
Wait for fall break for me to get my brain to fully rest for a second.
When is your fall break?
Not next week, but the following week. So, but I got parent teacher conferences next week and the following week.
So October 6th?
October 6th to the 10th. Oh, speaking of which, I don't think we're going to have a session, but if we do, I'm not going to be in town. I'll be at my house. I could probably make it work with my laptop, but just like I'd be little chunkier. What is it called? When like your mic is not great.
Staticky, choppy.
Choppy. Spit out my words. It might be a little choppy. I can make it work with my laptop though.
You said chunky, and I was like, I get what she means. I don't know what word she actually means, but I get it.
We're picking up what you're putting down.
I appreciate you, Lauren. You get my vibe.
So yeah, I will add some things to the server. Probably. Do we just want to keep the Starburst chat, or do you want me to break it into a brand new section for the new campaign?
I'm okay with whatever.
Yeah, I'm okay. If you want to refit what we have, that would make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Make it less stressful for you.
Discord, I believe Discord has started to throttle the amount of data you can post on a server. So,
wow. Yeah. Well, we boosted it this month. We'll see what happens next month.
Yay!
Only because the only way you can see the that massive video of it's
animation
like 12 meg of video. Yeah, it's because I boosted it. It's like, oh, this is actually gonna let me load this.
Do you know how many videos I wanted to show of people of the guy talking about how you can wield a short sword and fire a bow and arrow, and I can't do that because the video's too stupid, stinking big, and they're like, get nitro. And I'm like, fuck you, I'm not getting nitro.
Oh, ending a campaign is always like, woo!
Indeed.
Woo.
I was thinking about this the other day, but I was thinking about Vash, Karish, and Abigail, and I kind of just realized I made a badass of like the same, like it's the same woman, just a badass in different versions.
Yeah.
You know, they're just three badasses of the same woman.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
my
I was like,
characters have progressively gotten older.
Yeah.
It's okay. We love them.
Next campaign, it's
a grandpa.
Who is it gonna be? Is it gonna be
happy?
Grandpa, or is it
Happy
gonna
I'm
be
dying.
Liza Minnelli? Because Blair has informed me my old man voice sounds like Liza Minnelli, and I don't know how I feel about that.
It kind of does.
Come see me in my new movie, Cabaret.
I think it'd be kind of fun to play a little
R.I.P.
rascal.
Liza Minnelli.
Will Ben play a character who does not undergo a transformation
And
a significant
sacrifice
physical
themselves at the end. I don't fucking know.
in a campaign?
I feel like that's impossible for Ben at this point in time.
No, it is not possible. It's every time. Because why be anything more than what, or why be anything less than something else than what you are? Because I'm boring. My characters make me feel less boring.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
Dude, I'm loving playing
it's
a
like
bitchy
asking
character.
if Greg won't end up as the wise mentor when he plays a character.
Can Greg dispense this wisdom? This 5,000 years of wisdom? Or does the character dispense 5,000 years of wisdom? The world may never know.
Yeah, you never can tell.
Abigail was the first character I played with this group who actually lasted from the beginning of the campaign to the end.
Oh yeah,
We love it.
wow.
Iconic. Oh, it's just I'm thinking now.
So what's
I re-
Natalie's thing? Is that her characters end up more? No, it's not more serious than she intends. They end up further down the scale than she intends.
Yeah.
Atlas ended up zanier than she intended.
Yeah, way zanier than I intended.
But you
And
know
then
what?
Kiara ended up more serious.
They're
Yeah.
always,
Or not Kiara. Bianca.
always mouthy.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Always
That's just-
mouthy.
That's the part of me that I don't think I can ever get rid of.
That's
is
the
I'm-
character bleed.
I love it.
Yeah.
Is I'm a bit of a bitch, so they're all gonna be a bit of a bitch.
Only ever play yourself. Hope you like what you see.
Hey,
Oh, I don't love that because I play fuck ups.
but you're
Carrie's
not a fuck up. Fool.
Angel
What's
is
that?
not a fuck up.
Angel is absolutely a fuck up.
No,
Angel's a
she's
fuck
fucked
up, but
She's
you're not a fuck up. Yeah.
Mhm.
There's a difference.
Anybody can fuck up. Yeah.
She fucked up and happened to die,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
she's not a fuck up.
And also you're not a fuck up. You're
No,
great.
I'm good.
Mm-mm.
I really enjoyed. So, like, Kiara was like, "Hi, I'm mom who knows how to do shit.
Mhm.
I fucking love my husband and my kids.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!"
Mhm.
And I'm like, I've never seen a character played with that as like their thing so emotionally and eloquently that I'm like, yeah, this is a believable character in a fantasy
Yeah.
campaign.
Yeah.
But also it's so unbelievably grounded.
Yeah. It's a straight man.
It's a straight
quick
man in a
character.
world of insanity, which is great.
I can play a straight man.
Oh, is that your Kiara?
The straight man.
She is the
I-
least curious character I've played.
Yeah, that was interesting. It was very unique for that.
I loved Kiara because she chafed at everything in this world in a way the other characters didn't until someone pointed out or until she was re-exposed to the idea of home not being tied to a thing that she used to have.
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
everything changed for her. And I thought, wow, that is a really cool thing for a character to hinge on.
I
Is
thought
to
it was
believe
fun.
that they could be at home.
It was good. It was real good.
I hope you guys enjoyed the gods and the way they behaved.
I
in
do.
this
I
world.
like
Yes.
the
Oh,
gods.
hell yeah.
I loved that.
A nice
I am
take on
so
deific
excited to see
entities.
how they blend in the next
Mhm.
campaign.
Yeah.
I fuck heavy with Ruatil.
couldn't tell.
Fuck heavy.
I don't feel like I'm an ambitious person in real life, but I like the idea.
Oh, that was Beatrice through and through for sure.
I really enjoyed having another character who tried to, and succeeded to take upon herself two different things at the same time. Because that was fun to play with right at the end of the campaign to know that A, it was possible, and that B, it doesn't mean it's simple, right?
Yeah.
There are things that go on when these two things combine.
Yeah. Well,
Plus,
I
you get a
think
cool
it's
sword out of it.
interesting. I did get a cool sword out of it. It was really, really neat.
You did.
Yeah.
It was
I-
dope as hell.
I do think that of all of the four gods, Desimata and Sonator are the two that mesh the best with Abigail.
Mhm.
And so when she tried to I was kind of bummed when I wasn't able to have Ruatil
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Desimata, but then you were presented this
Yeah.
option for
Yeah.
Desimata and Sonator, and I was like, oh my god, that's Abigail
Perfect.
to a T.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I think it was important to have someone outright fail to do it.
Yeah. Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
It's a reminder
Absolutely.
that this is not simple stuff and that not everybody fucks with magic at all.
What do you mean?
Mhm.
We can all do it.
Yeah.
Put your mind to it.
But yeah, but that failure meant a lot. It meant as much as
Yeah.
Kaiser's success
Mhm.
was like, oh, there's nothing is guaranteed here.
Yeah.
It has to be
Even if you
intentional.
want things to even if you want compromise and you want things to work, it won't always
Yep.
work.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
That
Yeah,
was really cool.
when you describe the magic of and just the energy of Zotorix, I'm like, oh yeah,
That was
that's
dope.
Kiara. That's like,
That's dope.
yeah, no, she's just like, yeah, we found it. We're good.
Infrared.
This is fabulous.
I just think of it like a little fire, like you're sitting cozy in an armchair next to a lit fireplace.
Mhm.
That's just how I think of Zvortex.
I think of Zotorix as like
Zwatorix.
Autorix.
the safety and security of like being at home, like that sensation you have of, oh, I know this place and this place is mine.
Mhm.
So like it's that comfort, but it's also that feeling of, like when you walk in the dark and you can do that in your own home because you kind of just know where everything is.
Yeah.
I feel
Mhm.
like
Yeah.
that's what Zatorix is. It's all of that sensation. Um and so yeah, when Kiara got to mess around with that, I'm like, oh fuck yeah, no, this is gonna cure all of her anxiety. Like this is everything that she needed.
Mhm.
First, the reveal of of what the god represented being prior to its physical existence was
Mm,
fun because that introduced like the element of, oh, this thing is, we know how it is, but we don't know what it
Mhm.
is. And
Mhm.
then I got to do the reveal of what it was. That
yes.
just
It was dope.
your reactions were so great. Of like, oh, it's the fucking wall. It's the whole
Yeah.
wall.
Yep.
And describing it, like I can just imagine all of those characters hunkering down for the night and sleeping, and then ever so often you hear breathing.
Yeah.
Yep.
You
was
hear
dope.
the planet breathe.
That was
Oof.
so dope.
So slow.
Mhm.
And it's like you just wait. You just gotta wait for it. You can't do anything about it. It's just
No.
gonna happen. Yeah. I really like the idea of the shelter of the dragon below at the very beginning. Just like
Yes.
the
It
evocative.
was really cool. Mm-hmm.
What does a dragon do here? Is he the only dragon? No, but certainly he is the important dragon.
He's
Mhm.
the
The
dragon as far as
dragon.
their
He is
existence is concerned.
dragon. Yes.
Um oh, I had a question, now I forgot. It'll come back to me.
Well,
And the vampires, holy shit, the blood
Oh,
Those
drinkers.
are cool.
Oh,
I
yeah.
can't wait to
Yeah.
run some more of those.
How they
those are going to be really cool to see how those
Yeah. The
fared
ramifications of that.
throughout the
Yeah.
years.
how whatever the bite instills within a person
Mm-hmm.
tries
Yeah.
to divorce them from the magic.
Yeah.
That's really
Save
cool.
them from themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
remember the
know it wasn't
question.
recorded because of. Oh, go ahead. Ask your question.
No, you go ahead and I'll remember it this time.
Famous last words.
Describing the literal sound and feel of having your
Yes.
blood sucked by the out of each wrist by the vampire was one of my favorite things to ever describe because it was so gross and yet
It was
so
grody.
necessary to make them real. I was like, oh, this is horrible. I'm gonna go full hog on this. This is just disgusting.
We appreciate it.
So thank you
Oh.
for saying yes to the yeah, you can have a little taste. Ugh.
Okay, guys. I got a very long day tomorrow
Yes.
Have a good
because it's the
night.
Thank you for
homecoming game
coming.
day.
Congratulations.
Yes. Woo!
Congratulations to you.
Woo!
3 campaigns with me.
Free campaigns.
Woo!
Louis. Okay, Louis says bye too.
Bye,
Bye,
Louis.
Louis.
Good night.
We
Bye,
love you.
Louis.
Love you, Louis.
Okay. I
What
love
is
you,
your
buddy.
question?
So, how much longer, like, how far in the past do you think the current campaign will be to the next campaign? Like, what's the
That's
time skip?
definitely up for debate. I think it's at least one
Alright.
generation because I
Bye-bye.
want to
Bye.
have bye at least one generation, like 30 years, which technically
Yeah,
is like a
yeah.
generation and a half. But I want to have a world where it's very possible to have a half breed, if you will, because
Yes.
Mm.
that's part of the conflict here is that half breeds are very different and occupy a space where they can embrace the magics, but they probably have been taught by some part of society that they're inappropriate, right? Which is the fun part
Yeah.
about being
Ooh.
between worlds. So that's one
Pirate
thing
half
that
breed.
Yeah, I want that thing to have spread far enough that it's reasonably possible that you will run into or be people who are either somehow imbued with the magic of the newcomers, or be half or a newcomer in some way.
Cool.
I fucking love it.
Yeah, me too.
Oh,
But I think I'm gonna go ahead and head out too. This was
All right.
incredible, Greg. Thank you so much for running. Thank you guys both so much for
Thank
being
you.
such incredible players. And I shall see you later.
Good night.
see you on Sunday.
See you on Sunday.
Bye. See you
Yeah,
Sunday.
for another
Bye.
finale.
Oh, for another
No.
finale.
Yeah.
Jeez, there's a bunch of endings. Oh God. Alrighty.
Anytime.
See y'all later.
See ya. Let me stop the recording. Because I need to know the name of the final session.
Gold rays, green shards, red scales, and black tears.
Can you write that down for me?
Yeah.
Thanks. Oh, fabulous.